Testing 1, 2, 3, guys. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yo, what's up? Welcome to Vencabot, Uncharted Drake's Fortune action. My name is David. Unlocking the past is our current chapter. Let's continue. So, this game is a game we're kind of hate playing. Kind of like a hater playthrough. At first, I kind of thought I'd be more, like, balanced. I thought I was going to be able to be more fair about it and be like, oh, well, I like this, I don't like this. You know, this is actually pretty decent to... But the more I play this game, the more I'm just really cynical about it. This game, I'm not a huge fan of it, to say the very least. I really have my doubts that there's any kind of creativity involved in this game. That's not fair to say. It was a major motivating factor. I'm sure there are staff members that were, very motivated and creative, and some things look really nice in this game. But overall, I feel like this game is just such a paint by numbers sort of a scenario to make some easy money as an exclusive. But that is me coming from a perspective of great negativity toward this genre, toward I'm going this way, toward exclusives, toward AAA gaming in general. It brings me here to what I look at as sort of like a quintessential AAA game, right? Not a whole lot going on mechanically, inferior in almost every aspect except for its presentation and the amount of marketing hype behind it. Jesus and Elena? I was looking for just Elena. Was it VSAV? What do you mean you don't want another pixel art roguelike, procedurally generated 2D side-scrolling indie games as dicks? Yeah. At what point is there going to be enough of those? People can't get enough of those, I guess, right? People are still buying them to an extent. I have friends that are game developers, guys, and they work very hard on games that they love. Only to have to face the very unfortunate reality that nobody wants them. That's true of any artist, I think, right? You work really hard on something, and there's just no demand for it, right? You enjoy making it something you're passionate about, but there's no demand for it. The market is already, well satisfied in all the respects. There's something up there. Can I zoom in on that? Kind of. So what do I got here? I've got some ammo for this and some ammo for this. Now let's just use this.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Now what's so important about that tower?
Oh, that's funny. It actually shot me. The screen actually flashed. My controller's vibrating. I find it very hard to get headshots in this.
Shit.
Oh shit. Oh, I just got killed a bunch of guys. I was trying to dodge back into that doorway, but I couldn't see it, of course.
These guys come from.
That's fine.
Oh boy.
Jake, why don't you just not magnetize so hard? Okay, no left to do. What was the... Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I want to have O to fucking reload. I got him in the head there, though, right? Felt like it. Imagine putting years of work into an original game and then you watch Undertale blow up, huh? Yeah, it's gotta be very painful. I think Vince's perspective on Undertale is that it's maybe derivative of some other games. It is very much inspired by a game like what am I looking for? Earthbound. I fucking love Undertale. To me, the plot worked, the gameplay worked, the aesthetic worked, both graphically and sonically. But those are like, it's just Earthbound. It's not really. I think that people had a big issue with it, in the sense that it wasn't what it was advertised to be. Right? I think that was a problem that a lot of people have with that game. And I think it's very fair. I think it's part of the game's charm for those that love it. The fact that it's sort of a misdirection. That's sort of its part of its design, is to be a misdirection. But those that bought it wanting a JRPG, because that's what it appears to be, intentionally, were pissed off. Because there isn't really any JRPG mechanics. If there are, they're not good. I never played the game as like a JRPG, but I guess you're supposed to be able to do. I never tried it. There's like a way you can kill everybody, right? Yeah, you guys are talking a little bit about how the sequel got better, like, game feel for the shooting sections. That is something that is a problem for this game. I mentioned before, though, that it doesn't change the fact that the shooting is the best part of this game, for better or worse. I think it's pretty unfortunate, because it is pretty terrible. Or let me rephrase that, it's very shallow. for that to be the best part of the game is not a high praise. That being said, they could do a lot better with the shooting the way it feels. It does feel sort of floaty and inconsequential. So how did I die last time? Something stormed. A bunch of guys stormed me, right?
It's gonna hurt in the morning.
I hate his dumb little one-liners. That's part of the appeal, I guess. I wasn't really going into it expecting anything in particular. I just played for the culture because it was 6 hours long, yeah. Or 4, it was short. I think it took me 16 hours to beat it. You guys know me, I play very slow. I played it in one 16-hour sitting. Fuck on about Dick, says J-Bomb. It controls like butter. The soundtrack is brilliant. The writing is incredible. It's a love letter to gaming, says J-Bomb. Is it a love letter to gaming? That seems like a... I've heard that before, and it seems like a hell of a buzz... Like a buzz phrase. Like, what the hell does that mean? It's like Teen Titans Go. People wanted the old Teen Titans back, but nope, middle finger, Teen Titans Go. Would you say the story is bad? In Uncharted, I think the story is good. I think it told a story, at a caliber that not a lot of games do. But another thing about criticism in general is that, I've mentioned on the previous stream, right? It depends on whether or not it was something fresh to you. For me, it was very fresh, but it could just be because I'm not exposed to media that's like it before. Other people have been. Never paid attention to the advertising, so I guess I could see that since remakes. Well, I just mean aesthetically, right? Aesthetically, it has all the trappings of a JRPG, and that's by design as a subversion. Right? It has all the the UI and all the implications that it's a JRPG. It's sort of the point. If you guys know Undertale, you guys know that, right? It's a overtly a JRPG, but mechanically it is not really at all a JRPG. And there are those I think that are like, this game sucks. Like the fighting, the combat is ass. But I never tried playing it that way. I never tried playing it as a JRPG. I'm sure it would be ass if you try to play it that way. I'm here to hate on it, says Katie. Talking about Undertale. It's like, nice, high five. Okay, says, game sucks, so boring. So bored by Undertale. Funny, but hella boring, huh? I found the story fascinating. I was motivated by my interest in the story. But again, if I'd heard other stories in the past that were, very similar to it, I think that I would be less interested. But for me, it was something that was fresh. That's sort of like I mentioned on previous streams about, the Oblivion problem. The Oblivion problem is something that I experienced where my first Elder Scrolls game was Oblivion. And I loved Oblivion. And I hated, oh shit. I hated Skyrim. I need to get the fuck out of here. This is how I died last time. No. Keep rolling. I wish there was a different button that was different for roll and cover. I want my pistol here for sure. I hate when they shoot me without even being able to see me, which means I can't see them. It's very distracting. It's very distracting because then I hear the gunshots thinking that I can see them and shoot them. Or at least find them. But no, I certainly cannot. This is great. I love it. Yeah, this is the best gameplay in the game, unfortunately. It's where you're trying to shoot guys that are hiding behind stuff. Yeah. They go behind their cover again. And they just kind of wait indefinitely, right? They just kind of wait forever. Hated Skyrim. I hated Skyrim, maybe. I don't like realistic games. Not gonna lie, video games are supposed to be fake and fictional, so then trying to be realistic now, I can see games using realistic physics and cartoon characters, but trying to make the game realistic as much as possible. I enjoy outlandish, over-the-top video games more, says Katie Alpha. I think that, I have the capacity to enjoy both about equally. It depends on, the game. Playing jank and dumpster made me realize how much I hate sprint buttons, huh? What's wrong with sprint buttons? I hate when you have to press the right stick to sprint, or the left stick down. That's really annoying to me. Okay. Get some ammo, please. That's everybody, I suppose. I thought Skyrim was dog shit too. Nah, it wasn't that good. No, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't good, says Cool Hand. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked, guys. So I want to talk about what I call the Oblivion problem, right? And it's about criticism in general. It's a criticism of criticism, which is that I loved Oblivion and didn't like Skyrim. But that's because, to me, it wasn't as good as Oblivion. I look at the ways it was worse than Oblivion, and I was like, yeah, it did a few things better, but overall it was a step back for the franchise. But I had never played Morrowind. And people that say, people that love Morrowind hate Oblivion for the same reasons. That is just Morrowind, but, you know, a step back in so many ways. Sure, it improved some things, but it was overall a step back. I think that when you talk about criticism of any medium, I'm talking about games in particular here, you have to take into account your history with gaming. Exactly, Hubie, yeah. So whatever your first was from you know, your first Bethesda game, first Elder Scrolls game, you're going to probably find it mind-blowing.
What's this?
Because, you know, the things that they leverage as a studio are so powerful and, you know, somewhat unique to them as a developer. So the first one you play is going to be amazing. And that's true, I think, of, you know, music, of narrative, of games especially. You know, your first experience with something that's good is going to be like, this is amazing. Others will be like, this game is, you know, this Undertale game, you know, it's not anything special. It's nothing special. It's just, you know, something I've already seen before in so many other different games. But if I haven't seen it before, oh no. If I haven't seen it before, then to me it's much more fascinating. More like Borrowin, says J-Bomb, huh? Like your first Lasis Revenge. I'm going to be running 99% of the time, just let me do it without pushing an extra button, the sprint button, I see. I love that my character just goes fast, you know? It seems like so many games nowadays have slow-ass characters trudging around needing to hammer the sprint button. Yeah, you're right. It's very important to be critical of that and ask yourselves as game designers, why is he so slow? Why does he have to be slow? Some games have a good answer for that, I think. I think in some games, you know, if sprinting is something you're doing less than walking, then, you know, add a sprint button. Or, all right, to even walk back. So let's walk back a little bit from that, guys. I'm making the argument here that there's a case to be made for you know, a normal walk speed and a sprint button, right? Maybe. But we have analog sticks. Why is it that we need a run button and also an analog stick that we can change my speed dynamically by how far I throw it, right? I think that, you know, sometimes the sprint controls differently, which I think is kind of fun. You guys agree with that? Like when you're sprinting and it like has like less, you know, side-to-side movement. You can't like turn as easily when you're sprinting. That makes it kind of exciting, I feel like, to sprint. It has some extra game feel to it. I'm playing on hard mode, J-Mom. Hard mode. There's a hard mode available to me, I believe. It's actually not that easy for a guy like me. It's pretty ass at shooting. Some of these fights are getting pretty tough. Kind of, you know, not that great, not that deep, but still pretty tough. I'm not super big on the stare at everything until you see a sparkle, so you know where the collectible is. Yes, Vince, you're right about that, too. That's very lazy, I feel, personally. I'd be open-minded to hear some game designers, you know, argument on why that's a good thing. To me, it seems really lazy. But I also think that might be a necessary evil. Because what's the alternatives, right? What's the alternatives here? If we tried to find a collectible in here with no sparkle, it'd be impossible because the graphics are so dense. Do you make the graphic less dense so you can see things easier? Do you make the collectibles more cartoonish and, like, giant or something? What is the alternative? What are we talking about here? Maybe, like, a radar? I wouldn't mind having a radar. Maybe I could, like, hear, like, a beep when I'm getting close to something. That could be fun. That could be a whole nother mechanic. I'm planning on crushing. Get wrecked, Venka. Oh, yeah, I think there was a harder difficulty, wasn't there? Or was there? Just leave them there, and if you find them, then cool. It doesn't need to be an achievement, huh? Achievement's bad, says Vince. Yeah, but I'm just, you know, as a gamer, I want to find everything in the game. I want to do it without having to fucking press my nose in every little nook and cranny. It's not like I'm just my ex-girlfriend or something. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want them to just have collectibles around you have to just happen to chance upon because you're doing this on every single wall. There has to be some way for me to find the stuff so I can find the stuff I want to find. Not for an achievement, just because I like to find all the stuff. My case, guys, hot-cold radar. Not enough games make use of a hot-cold radar. It's such a basic elementary school fucking game you play every day at fucking recess. But not enough games leverage it. I think it's pretty fun. Whenever any game it's ever been in, I've found it fun. You gotta walk, then you beep, 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 beep. Ah, there's something right there. Oh, cool. Are you over here? This is farther away. This is beep, beep. No, it's further. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, here we go. It's over here somewhere. Okay. The sparkle would also bother me less if that mask you picked up was actually on the screen. Yeah, there's that too. There is that too, right? The fact that there was always like a sparkle that's just literally an abstraction. It actually has no object attached to it at all. It seems kind of a little bit obnoxious. Not very definitely, of course, there'd be other ways to do it if you wanted to have like a graphical option. I just mean in general, the hot cold mechanic is not used enough. Taika no Tatsujin, the drum game has a mini game where it's red light, green light, huh? Look, KG, the hater playthrough, dude. Just playing through and hate on this game. Could have a rumble feature attached. Yeah, a lot of things you could do. You could have it graphically. You have like Batman, for instance. I love how in Batman the Arkham City did that thing where I like had like a counter that was like how many meters away from it I was. That worked the same way. It's simple, but I kind of feel my way around and trying to find out where it was using that hint. Dick says Breath of the Wild is just a hot cold simulator. That's what I've heard. There's very a lot of hot and cold in that game. Kind of like Katy Perry. GameHaters.com. I'm thinking about making a Game Haters. My plan, guys, if the anime club takes off on our Discord server, I want to make a similar thing for games. People can recommend games, post what games are on sale that they like, talk about games, criticize games. I've been considering calling it the Game Haters channel on the server. A place where people can discuss games, critically. .biz, GameHaters.biz. Mass Effect Andromeda has rumble-based hot cold simulator, huh? Says Vince. Does Breath of the Wild have a way to change the volume or a way to remove sound effects and just listen to the music? I would assume maybe so. D. Scott says they could employ a geocache type of map. Yes, it's that too, D. Scott. There's a lot of ways. Again, I think that Vince has a very good point that it's very shallow, very lazy game design to just have you kind of, look at a spot and see a sparkle. Oh, there's a sparkle over there. Must be something cool. But I also think that you could also make the case that there is some game design. There's some depth there insofar as observation test. It's an observation test, right? How observant are you? Right. I think there's something to be said for that. Not that it's really deep, but it's more than just just stare until something sparkles. There's the aspect of running past something. Oh, I think I saw a sparkle over there. What is that? Let me go investigate. There's something going on there mentally. Keep it easy. I'd run with anybody who does a Humble Bundle. It's pretty cheap and easy for the most to get, says 3Bench. Yeah, I used to love Humble Bundle, Humble Monthly until they changed it to like the Humble Choice thing. I kind of fell off. Coolness says, I'd fill that haterade right up, huh? Yeah, you guys know me. I'm very critical. And not only am I critical, but I'm also very jaded. That's why I use the term hater, right? It's more than just being critical. I'm overtly negative about the game industry and about game design. I'm very demanding, even sometimes probably unreasonable. But I'm always trying to be thoughtful anyway. I try not to just hate on things just for the sake of hating on them. I try to have, to examine why I don't like something and see if I can take something from that into my future playthroughs. But yeah, if you guys are here, you guys know me. I tend to not be the most positive when it comes to analyzing games. Okay, so let's see. So I probably have to shoot some more guys here. I think this is pretty close quarters. Let's try this again. This game looks great. It looks great. I'm not a graphic designer. I couldn't break down what makes it look so great. What I can say for sure, though, is that it's not that realistic. That's for damn sure. I think that it's really saturated, but not really. It's kind of pastel here. Again, I'm not really a graphic designer, but what I can say is that it's not that... The parts I like the most are not the most realistic-looking parts. They're kind of stylized. It seems sort of like a painting or something. But it's very beautiful. Grumpy Grape, Pissed Off Peach, Choked Cherry. Anybody else got flavors of haterade? Oh my god, J-Bomb. Dude, J-Bomb, that's so godlike. Did you just make those up just now? We gotta get those on the Discord somewhere so we can actually make a list. Maybe we can have a friend design like some logos for them. Raging Raspberry. Bitching Blueberry. Oh man. So that must be a platform here, I think. Whee. So I can't control the camera here at all. There's no camera control for some reason. I can't rotate anymore. But I assume that's lined up correctly. Pretty much. Weaning water. I've never heard of weaning. Maybe whining watermelon. Kind of like ranting raspberry, more but still strong. Huh? The hell is that, a bird? Can I jump back up on top of that? You'd think probably not, but maybe. Hup! No. Hup! I resent his sound effects. You guys know that, right? I mentioned that in a previous stream. I find it insulting. Because every sound effect he makes is like, this is like a really hard jump for him, even though as a gamer, as a player, it couldn't be more easy. Because in other games I've played, obviously, there is some challenge in the jumps. In this game, they really went out of their way to totally remove that, make it automatic. So as a way to like offset that, they have to really sell the animation and the sound effect, and like presentation-wise, be like, this is a really hard jump. Just make it a hard jump. Then I'd actually feel it as a gamer. You know, it doesn't help you if he just goes, oh, and he like latches on, oh, scrambles, oh, I barely made it. Just make it a challenging jump. Again, they really, the game's not engineered that way. Angry apple. How about ass apple? So I can interact with this. Oh. All right. Oh, I hit the O button, though. I think I missed a window for it? Apple. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. That's the second time in the game they've had like a reaction test. In their defense, they kind of telegraph it to me, though. You jump a certain distance, unless it's certain jumps which become cinematic, and then you long jump 50 feet. Dude, I wish it was like that, Vince. It's actually probably worse than you remember. Well, he doesn't jump any distance, like in particular. He jumps any distance at all times. It varies for every single jump. Like, that's not his jump distance, right? If you do it neutral on the ground, he has a certain distance, right? But that's not what he jumps ever for any platforming sections. That's just how he jumps on the ground. It's like a little hop. But every jump in the game is a different distance. And he always changes his distance for how far it has to be. There's no consistency to it whatsoever. Like, watch this. All right? Watch this. Okay. Look at that! Look at that fucking weird little jump he just did to reach that platform. Look at this one. They're all different. Every single one is different. Every single one is tough for him to do. He's like, oh! Oh, man. Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, I barely made it. Wow. Again, I take it personally. I know I shouldn't. But again, from a presentation standpoint, you know, I feel like it's an insult. That they took this mechanic in the game that was, you know, in any other platform in history, there has been some, you know, even if it's only a little bit of skill involved in the jumps, there's been some. This game really had an idea of like, let's just make the platforming automatic. Instead of actually having the gamer be engaged, you know, mentally with the game, just have the character, you know, express how exciting these jumps are. Like he expresses it through his animation, through his sound effects. So they're really exciting jumps. Like, oh, are they? Oh, that's cool. Sounds like fun. I wish I was jumping, you know, like that and having some fun. There's no way to change the volume in Breath of the Wild. Just a way to turn it off and on. Really, that's a shame. But it's Nintendo, of course. They're not really the most progressive with their in-game options and such. That's still unfortunate. Give me a jump distance and design some platforming around it, please. If they did that, though, you know, it wouldn't be as, I don't know, realistic. I'm trying to be like, you know, understanding of, you know, why it had to be this way. You could argue, again, it's just there to make it easier for noobs. And again, I've argued that I'm very, very critical of it as a way to like trick the gamers. I think there's more to the game than there is. But that being the case, like, I don't know. It could just be laziness. I don't know. Again, I'm just being very, very cynical here. I really feel like this game, a lot of its designs were made, decisions were made to just be lazy. They don't have to actually do anything, so they decided to do it the easiest way possible. All right. So what did I do there? I wasn't even paying attention. I knocked that over. I'm going to climb on that now. Yes, no, yes, over here. I find it harder because sometimes I don't see one version path. I'm supposed to, yeah, exactly. That's the same problem. Yeah, you have to just... It's hard because you have to find in this environment what I can and can't jump on. Right? This is not that bad comparison to some other areas in the game, but in general, it's pretty unclear. I'm sure I can climb on this. In general, it's pretty bad in this game. This is not the worst area in that respect. But it can be kind of hard to tell what you can and can't jump on. And then, because you don't know how far he jumps, you can't even use that as a guide for what should I supposed to jump on, right? Because, oh, there's something way over there. Can I reach that? Look how far that is. That's a million miles. Can I reach that? I have this insecurity right now as a gamer. That's right. It's telegraphing that I'm supposed to go that way, right? You guys agree that it's kind of telegraphing me to actually go this way? But look how far that jump is. That's farther than any jump I've made so far in this room. I have no run-up distance. But I have to trust he's going to make it. I have no agency in that respect. I have to just trust he's going to make it. Point that way and press jump. And there you go. He made it. Right? Thankfully. But I had nothing to do with that. All I could do is cross my fingers and hope. And that's crazy to me, right? That so much of this game design comes down to just hoping that your character can make it. This is wild. It's anti-game design. Whee. Can you make it up there? That's pretty high. I think that's what it looks like I'm supposed to do, right? Just tap it and hope. There you go. It's just kind of magnetized to it. Pouty pomegranate, exactly. That's how I feel right now. Okay. It's wild. And so much of the game in general is just, you know, hope. Can I make that jump? Should I have to wonder that when I'm playing a game? I guess not. Nothing over there for me to find, looks like, so probably not. But I mean, the precedent has been set. Can I make that jump over there? Is that a secret? Or is that death? That's death. What just happened? Furious fig, bitter banana, yes. Good thing he engaged in a pose that made it look like you were allowed to jump there. Yeah, that could have at least, you know, had him only do that reach when I can make a jump. But ah well. Just sitting there hating. Whee. So we made it that time. Last time we sort of fell for some reason. Whoa. Okay, climb this. I'm still not convinced I couldn't make that, but I don't think I can. No, it's not white, at least. They didn't color it white, so let's not go that way. Okay. So now I gotta think fast here. Didn't think fast enough. I think he wants me to jump onto that thing over there. Okay. So I can climb up here. I can also go around, though, right? Or can I not? No, I can't in this case. I can this way, though. Is that actually significant in some way? Or probably not from the look of it? Okay. Well, when it goes, says dies. Well, last time that happened, I had to wait. Last time they had the thing where I stood on and I fell, I had to wait a certain amount of time before I jumped. Because it was like falling towards something, basically. It was on that waterfall section. I was on some kind of weird rock. It was falling toward a distant wall. And I had to wait for it to get to a certain spot that I could leap across. And if I waited too long, I would die. If I jumped too soon, I would also die. So I was trying to figure out what it wanted from me there. And didn't react fast enough and perished. I can go through there. That's what I'm supposed to do. Well, let's do it. There's another window over there that's open, though. Can I get up there? Oh, no, maybe not. Probably not. Time to design the logo. It's better. It's got to be just a fist clenched around a lightning bolt, huh? Just a middle finger on the other hand, huh? So I can't go this way. Okay. I feel like if you sat down to exactly that, section, you would have been fine. But you're being overly cautious because you're salty, huh? No, I'm being overly cautious because last time that same thing happened to me, J-Bomb. Excuse me, Coolahan. Last time I jumped right away because I saw it crackling and I fell to my death. In the same sort of gimmick. And then I waited too long and fell to my death. I was like, what am I supposed to do here? What does it want from me? It was as you guys recall, last time it was a waterfall scenario. And I don't know if it could be some colorblind or whatever, but I couldn't tell what rock they wanted me to jump to. There was like a few different rocks I could jump to, and I was like, where does it want me to go? Which way should I go? I tried going straight forward and I died. I did it too early at the time. And I realized after a few attempts that I had to wait for it to sink to a certain point and then leap onto a rock that I had come into reach because I had waited there. In that case, I started to fall, and I was like, okay, where am I supposed to go? I didn't process fast enough that I should jump across to grab onto this pillar, this tower. I thought I might just have to wait to do something. Okay. I can. Livid lime? Yes. Collection of fuming fruit, outraged orange, stroppy, is that some kind of Canadian phrase? Stroppy. Aggravated apricot, passionate passion fruit, ranting raspberry, livid lime. Huh? I like livid lime. Sounds like bullshit are when you're falling and there's not enough time to think, just jump. No, like I said, I did that last time, cool. And I as soon as it started to fall, I jumped. I was like, oh, I think I can reach out over there. But again, I had to wait. I had to wait for the first one. Because as you're falling in the first one, you're falling towards something, right? He's like, I was on like a cliff, and if I tried to jump across, but it was too far. But as it was falling, it pulled me closer to the cliff, so I could make the jump. So I was watching myself fall in that last section, thinking to myself, okay, should I wait? What am I reaching? How much time do I have? And I almost made it. I realized just in time to jump to the tower across from me, but by that point I was already dead. It was a very small window. Can I make that jump? No way. Go for it, man. What? Okay, cool. Turn around. No, climb up. There we go. Yeah, favorable QTEs. At least they're pretty forgiving, J-Bomb. They respawn you right away, which is, not the end of the world. Turbulent tomato. Tomato drink? These are all haterade flavors. They gotta be things you actually want to eat. Fury and Durian? I think if you hate games that let you fail QTEs, you just hate QTEs in general, huh? Yes. Yeah, for sure. Or how about, games where the failure is not like instant game over. I think the real problem, Cool Hand, is instant game overs, right? People hate. Like, if I'm playing a game where I fail a QTE and the guy texts my grab, it's frustrating, but it's not the same as if I didn't react fast enough, and then game over, then I gotta restart, my section. Which a lot of games do. I think I saw something sparkle there. I think, was that just a background, the water back there? Must have been, because there's something high up. They can be okay, but a lot of the time it's just a good thing I can't actually play this cool part. There's that too, that element as well. There's usually a kind of a shorthand for cutscenes. Do I prefer a cutscene to sit and watch, though, or a cutscene that you can actually interact with via quick times? I would rather just watch, to be honest. I realized that when I was playing Metal Gear Solid 4. I'm sure almost everybody was mad the first time the PS2 game started up the cool cinematic, and they got insta-gibbed because they hadn't seen QTs before, yeah. I don't like them, says Dix, because that means you can't skip the cutscene. Yes, there's that, Dix. My feeling I realized during Metal Gear Solid 4, so MGS4 has an absurd number of very long cutscenes. This is well known about this game, right? They're, even for Metal Gear Solid standards, they're extremely long cutscenes. And they have parts in them where you're encouraged to mash. You like mash a button in order to like see some character's flashback. And I'm sitting there watching literally a half an hour long cutscene, Cool Hand. And I'm like, dude, let me just put the controller down. Like, why do you have to have these little QuickTime events in here? Just let me relax and enjoy the show. And I think that, although most games aren't that extreme with their cutscene length, I do think that for that reason, in general, I prefer cutscenes with no QTEs. Just let me watch, right? Let me play the game, then let me watch. Don't make me half play the game during the cutscene. I want to focus on the story or whatever while I'm watching the cutscene. Until Dawn did a great job with QTEs. I agree, Cool Hand. I agree. Me and my bro played Until Dawn, and the QTEs there were fucking godlike. And they're not always a bad thing. And like you said, it's because the game was designed around them. Also, a game like Devil May Cry 4 has a mechanic in it where you have your typical Devil May Cry style combat, your character action combat, your heavy button, your light slash, whatever, and your dodge button, etc. But he has a separate button. And its entire premise of this button is that it grabs an enemy, and then he can use that enemy as a weapon to fight other enemies. So he'll grab them, he'll like swing them around, or he'll like break off their arm and use that as a weapon, or whatever the case might be, right? And the gimmick is that they have different tactical functions based on the enemy you grab, but also they have different cutscenes, different QTEs for each one. And I think that, and same with Bayonetta, right? Similar idea there. If you go into it knowing that there will be a QTE and how it's going to be exercised in that situation, I think it can be very satisfying and very visceral, and all the things you want a QTE to be. That's the reason why you use QTEs, right? Ever since God of War, because it makes them more visceral, makes them more, you have more graphical variety. Your character can do all kinds of crazy bullshit you couldn't normally do through gameplay, but you're still technically playing the game. There's a very fine line to balance, I think. I think I just like QTEs and cutscenes. Let me watch the fucking movie. Yes, it's cool, man. I'm gonna beat an Uncharted only using melee. You can throw Superman punches. I mean, that's pretty cool. He has a hell of strong punches. I hardly ever use it, but when I did it, actually was very effective. Same feeling when a game puts me in a beautiful scenery, but then gives me too much to do to be able to look at it, huh? I wanted to look at the beautiful animation, huh? Oh, a Cuphead. Yeah, I've heard that complaint before about Cuphead. Oh, shit. I was thinking today in the shower about what you said yesterday, Cool Hand, and I can't co-sign that statement. Yesterday you said that a lot of games get away with having shitty graphics, but good gameplay. So in your words, why shouldn't a game be allowed to have really, really good graphics? But let me rephrase that. It was not that it was shitty gameplay or shitty graphics. It was very shallow graphics, but really involved gameplay. Why shouldn't a game then be allowed to have very shallow gameplay, very involved graphics? And I think about this in the shower, and I mentioned yesterday that, of course, it's to each their own. I mentioned, it's still, of course, it's allowed, right? People love those kind of games. It's not for me personally. But if I was going to elaborate on why it's not for me personally, I realized that, I don't know, I got the keys. Oh, maybe go to the bottom again? Oh, there's a rope here. Didn't see that. I mentioned that I'm more gameplay focused, and what I look for in games in general. And to elaborate on that, I guess I was thinking today, I think that what makes games special is that, of course, they're a combination of gameplay and graphics and sound. It's not just gameplay is all that matters. There's those that say that, if you like graphics, you're a graphics whore, right? If you care about graphics, you're a graphics whore. I mean, graphics can definitely improve a game, and it's a video game, right? It's not just a game; it's a video game. The video part matters, and same with the sound. There's so many things that can improve a game, but I think that for me, because it's a game first and foremost for me. If the gameplay is not there, then I become, extremely demanding of anything else. Like, it's very hard for me to like a game that I don't like the gameplay of. Right? Like, a game for me, I guess what I'm trying to say is that a game can be improved by its graphics and its sound. Right? If it has a solid gameplay, then having good graphics is a huge plus. Having good sound is a huge plus. But if it has shitty gameplay, then I don't really care about the graphics. Right? I'm not really there for the graphics. You can't, let me rephrase that. It's very difficult to take a game that has, shallow, boring gameplay and then, make someone like me interested in it because the graphics are so good. Where it's much easier to do the contrary, the opposite, which is to have a game that has really fun, involved gameplay, but very, very shitty graphics, right? Graphics that are very shallow or very, rote, not that imaginative, not that creative, or whatever the case might be. Because I'm more interested in the gameplay aspect of it than the graphical aspect. I'd rather play that game than a game that had the opposite. That's strange, Dix is the only person I think about in the shower, huh? You play the game to play it, not to watch it, Peter Steves. And he goes, you say that, you say you're watching a dude play a game. Yeah. So I got the keys now. What am I doing with this? Yeah, my first focus in a game, personally, is the gameplay. And again, I love games that have great graphics. I love games that have, shitty graphics, shallow graphics, graphics we're not worked that hard on, or not that talented of people. But if your game design is not there for me, then I think you can't really make up for that by having great graphics. And I said, so third strike on Tuesday, then. Why one more, dude? Okay, so where am I? I have the keys for what? You probably showed me where I'm supposed to go with this. Probably gave me a little zoom in on something I was too busy ranting to see. On bad graphics. And Wire, I'm not sure how old you are, bro. I'm about to say to you, I'm about to go off. There are those people come by my chat sometimes, guys. This is a whole separate conversation. They say things like, guys, how much did you pay for Third Strike, but with modern graphics, right? Imagine a game like Third Strike but with full 3D graphics. How sick would that be? And I'm like, no, I wouldn't want that. I would not be interested in that, period. Like, the graphics in that game are beautiful, and they've never been, outdone by any 3D fighting game. I just think about games like Subnautica and Breath of the Wild and how I could literally enjoy just walking around those games, even if there wasn't any story or combat or whatever. Yeah, that's true. I was thinking about that too, Colin. I was thinking about how I play GTA 5. I don't really engage with the core gameplay that much. I mostly just walk around and look at shit, and that's a big part of the appeal for me. But I think that, you know, in those games, it's different from this, right? And I ask myself, why is it that I like that in GTA 5, but not in this game? And it struck me that in GTA 5, I still feel like I have that agency. I get to walk to where I want to go and look at things I want to look at. Whereas in Uncharted, you know, the linear hallway aspect, the fact that I'm just kind of getting shuffled around, the fact that there's nothing really to do in the world, I find that less interesting. I think that although there are games that I enjoy walking around in, like let's say Minecraft or whatever you want, like Subnautica, I never played Subnautica, I'm sure it's the same way, right? Big open world to walk around in, that's what I'm doing, and that is the gameplay for me, is the exploration aspect. I love exploring in games, and this game doesn't really allow me to do that. This game is clunky enough that you never really stop thinking about it, huh? I wasn't going to go there right away, guys, but I was thinking in the shower today, as I'm doing a lot of, as you guys know, about how GTA 5 is better in every way than this game. I was thinking to myself, is it fair to compare this game to GTA 5? They're different genres. It's not a fair comparison, right? But, I mean, is it, though? Is it, though? Because they're both cover shooters. They both have, you know, whack platforming. Only thing that this game has that GTA 5 doesn't is, like, puzzle solving, and it's not really a thing in this game that much. Probably no more than GTA 5. This game is linear, and GTA 5 is non-linear, and there are those that prefer linear narrative, right? But, I mean, GTA 5 has a linear narrative. I actually don't know where I'm supposed to go. Can I turn this car on and out of the keys? Look. Is Neopets better than this, huh? Is Roblox better? I was like, a little. I never played Roblox, guys, should I? I've heard mixed things about it. Let me scroll up here. I missed some stuff in the chat. It really depends, because sometimes if you're just looking at something with Peter Steves, it can be boring to some because there is nothing to do but watch. So Katie's like, oh, 3D graphics. Third Strike? 3RD? Let's see here. Yeah, they're perfect, Vince. Yeah, they're perfect. You have to pay me to play that, says Vince. 3D Third Strike. 3S has the best graphics of any fighting game in history, says Nwire. That's how I feel. It would make game better somehow, says Katie. It's just a matter of, you know, your expectations, I think, you know, artistically speaking. I think younger people just want a game to be 3D, because that's what they're more comfortable with. Roblox is an era-defining game, so let's not sully its good and holy name. I think Coolan's being facetious there. On the other hand, you could argue very literally that it's defining a whole genre of gamers, right? It's a lot of people's first game they really get into. It's a game for young people, I believe. Like the people that are in elementary school and middle school. And what kind of game is it? You know, what does that mean for the next generation of gamers? I think it's sort of creative, right? Isn't it kind of creative? Like you make your own games in Roblox and share them with friends and you all play them together, or what? It's almost as godlike as MapleStory 2, huh? This game is ass, says Connor, huh? The script is good, though. What about the Honey Populous Revenge? It depends, because sometimes I'd rather play a game I can tolerate the graphics than one where I can't tolerate the graphics, huh? I read a news article on Roblox recently, and all the seedy shit that goes on. I bet, dude. From what I understand, it's so like the Wild West, right? Like the Wild West. It's like fucking, you know, reminds me of Second Life from my generation, but maybe more gameplay focused. Despite them taking aggressive steps to stomp it out. I mean, it just seems like it'd be impossible. With the size of that game's player base, I can't see how they could do that. I'm sorry, guys. You guys are actually watching to, you know, actually see me play this game and not just hear me rant. Because I actually don't know what to do at all. I need to, oh, there's a, I can go through here, maybe. I have a key. I have keys now. I think it's a pretty good description as I understand it. Second Life for kids. Yeah, but I think it's more gameplay focused. Because Second Life is mostly, like, Avatar focused, right? Am I wrong about that? I never played Second Life myself. I had friends that played it. I believe it's much more about avatars and role-playing and, you know, playing house, essentially. I believe Roblox is a game you play and you actually play games, like mini-games that people make. And it also has that aspect that's very much Dolly dress-up, I think. Club Penguin is Second Life for kids, says Dix, huh? It's back online, guys, right? They some fans recreated it like 100% from the ground up. You guys can go play Club Penguin again, like a fan remake. Anyway, so we just come to watch, play, and talk or rant, huh? This is a game I kind of expected I'd have fun playing because I can just sit here and talk about game design and stuff that I find interesting, and we can all kind of have a conversation about that. So it's kind of exciting. I really enjoy this game so far in that respect. Not the game itself, but enjoy streaming it. It's very thought-provoking. In my case, because I'm being so critical of it, but in general, I find it very thought-provoking, which I find very interesting. Mario Maker is a smart game because you play it because of other people's levels, not because Nintendo made 0 levels for it, except for tutorial and a few other things. I don't know, dude. I'm not sure I can co-sign that. For one thing, let me start off by saying I love Mario Maker 2. I think it's a brilliant game. And what surprised me about it, Peter Steves, as someone that goes into everything cynically, who had never played a Mario Maker game before that, it has a really great campaign. Nintendo did not slouch on that game's single-player campaign. If you didn't play a single user-made level, it would be an experience that might even be worth the asking cost. But the fact that, there's a whole element, the main focus, right, which is playing user-made levels and making your own levels, that's just adds so much more, like infinitely more value. What do you guys think about the idea that Nintendo should not be allowed to make any more 2D Mario games? Because they made Mario Maker now. Like, how can you... I'm not saying there should be like a law against it, but what I'm saying is that how can they justify it? I think that Mario Maker is their way of saying, we're done making 2D Mario games. Right? We've given you all the tools to make them yourself. You have infinite levels now. What more could they do with 2D Mario at this point? Now they've made Mario Maker. Is it time to just let it go? Is there going to be a new Super Mario Bros. Switch? And they could, Katie. What could they add at this point? Like, it's Mario still. I haven't played a lot of ROM hacks, so maybe you're right, Katie. Maybe I'm kind of closed-minded. Kulan says here, Mario Maker was made to sell Nintendo Online, and it works really well. Well-deserved IMO. Dude, the netplay is so ass, unfortunately. That's a big problem I have with Mario Maker 2. I wish that the netplay was better. Like, it's the single worst netplay I've ever used in my life. The co-op in Mario Maker 2 is the worst netplay. Like, it does not work. And that's really heartbreaking because it'd be a really fun mechanic. I'm in a new era. I probably shoot some guys now, huh? Super Mario Bros. Wii 3 says in Wire, huh? Like 3DS Mario Maker, that'd be kind of fun. Isn't there one of those? I forgot that was the thing, Peter Steves. Yeah, 3DS Mario Maker. Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World ROM hacks are amazing with how innovative they are with new features. I've been really impressed by how Nintendo has released new features for Mario Maker. Brand new power-ups that are very fascinating and fun to use and interesting to incorporate into levels. My thing about Mario Maker is that I wish they would stop cock-teasing and release literally every single feature from every single 2D Mario game. Because they're surprisingly close. And my argument would be that they should sell DLC packs that are the entire, original games. Let's say a Mario 1 DLC pack, a Mario 2 DLC pack. We can play those same games with all their same mechanics intact, but in the engine of Mario Maker 2. There's a lot of cover here for cover shooting. 3DS Mario Maker is Mario Maker, but you can only play levels by being near people. That sucks. That's terrible. Bad guys are going to show up when you see all the levels that are designed by Sir Chest High. Yeah, MC Wallington. Yeah, for sure. McWallington. It's at too slow a rate, and they don't have anything the games they feature has, says Katie. For example, you tease Mario Bros. 2 mechanics, but only have 2 or 3 things exactly. It's kind of frustrating, Katie. I wish they would stop cock-teasing and just, again, release a Mario 2 pack that has all the stages of Mario 2 and all the mechanics for your own stages. So you buy that, you have all those tools, new tools to use. The same thing for, Mario 1, 3, Mario World, Mario Wii, or whatever. Holy fuck. You're going really ham with these grenades in hard mode lately. Is there a explosive up there near that guy? Oh, there he is. Oh, there's not a grenade behind me. Who's hitting me? Doo-doo. The hard mode doesn't fuck around. Don't kill me, please. Okay. I don't know what ammo here pretty soon. Let's change the gun. Without throwing grenades, you have to gotta shoot them. I got a headshot there. never really understood cover shooters. It's not really my genre. That being said, it's like I kind of just hide in one spot. I noticed that I'm not very mobile. I find a spot to hide in and let them come to me, basically. I think you're supposed to try and like close in on them. I don't really see the advantage of it personally. I don't really know the advantage of like trying to get closer to them. I think there's a guy up on the wall, isn't there, or is there not? On my right. Yeah, I really hate when they like come out of cover to shoot me. They're not actually positioned to shoot me. Let's see here. Let's see here. So you should play Among Us sometime. It's super fun. It's only $5. That's what I heard today, Britsky, from my friend Hal. And I said, would you stream it? Stream what? Among Us? What if Nintendo shut down Mario Maker 2 online in the future? That's definitely going to happen. For sure, Peter Steve. It's definitely going to happen. It's going to be very unfortunate. It's going to be a crying shame. Exactly, the revenge. Yeah, it's inevitable. Anybody here remember Freedom Fighters? No, I don't. Only way to make a new 2D Mario game, remove online in Mario Maker, Among Us is free on mobile, says Peter Steves. The mobile version is Among Us is free in crossplay. Oh, well, that's weird. You probably played an emulator then too, right? Like Android emulator, like BlueStacks, like I use for Mod Record. I think there's like one more guy left down here, right? So I gotta get closer to that guy now. But I'm really concerned about getting shot by that thing and ending up being killed in a couple hits. It's very strong. I don't think I can throw a grenade that far. I wish I could see... Is there an explosive up there? Like a barrel? Oh, I shot at him. He left his turret. I don't think that wasn't supposed to happen, but okay. He got off the turret when I shot at him. Okay, I think he just died.
Here we go.
That worked. Why does his face look like he's getting some good head when he's resting against a rock? Huh? He's stressed out, dude. He's under pressure, like David Bowie. He's happy to finally have the sweet release of death, huh? While I'm ranting in general, guys, I want to stress that this dive is really good. It makes his body curl up, gets low to the ground, and it moves kind of fast. So then, why is it the same button as the cover button? That means I can't, for instance, dive past cover. I want to like dive past stuff, he just clings to it. It's really annoying. I wish it was a different button. But I think that, maybe I overused the dive. Maybe it clearly wasn't intended to be used that way, perhaps. Its point is to dive into cover. I'm supposed to do this, right? Run, then dive, then land in cover. That's what you're supposed to do with it. But I just like doing it just to get around. Like, there's like gunshots coming toward me, I like to just kind of roll, so avoid the gunshots. But the problem with that is that it doesn't really work, because if they're covering nearby, I cling to it and I end up getting killed. I wish it was a different button. So I can swap out my pistol, but why? Pistol seems like it's pretty overpowered. 3 shots to anywhere in their body kills them. 1, 2, 3. Very little recoil. Well, ain't KHBBs where you have to roll to move fast or just air dive, huh? Yeah, I wouldn't use like a Ocarina of Time roll to go somewhere fast, but it seems like it's pretty good for dodging bullets. And the problem with that is that I don't want that gun. It's going to probably way less ammo for it. I want my regular pistol. Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts. Oh, okay. There's 1 million free social deception games already on PC, huh? Yeah. Guys, why do you guys think that Among Us is so popular right now? What is the secret sauce that makes a game suddenly popular? Is it actually better than its contemporaries? Or is it something else? Get the shinies. That's what I'm going to do, Britsky. I'm getting the shinies, dude. Getting that sweet, sweet ammo refills. That could be it, Peter Steves. It's fun, says Britsky. It's fun. But there are a lot of fun games, Britsky. I find it boring to not be the killer in Among Us, says Peter Steves. Doesn't want to be anybody but the killer. Properly priced, safe visuals, low barrier to entry. Properly priced. $5. Is that the full price? Mayo mixed with ketchup and a hint of Dijon. That's a secret sauce. Because you do the same tasks if you're not playing as the killer. So it's more exciting to be the killer. I guess what I'm kind of trying to argue here is a lot of these games are very samey. Right? They're very samey. Or in some cases, they're even retreads of other games that are, better. So then why is it that a game comes out and people all latch onto it? I guess I'm asking because I heard in the chat a lot, people saying that, you know, Among Us is a game, I haven't played it myself, or any game in the genre. But people act like it's a game that there's many good examples of already. Right, the social deception genre. You play as you play as a group of friends, one of them's a killer, you have to find out who it is. So why this game and not another game in that genre? A game that's been more well established. People going stir crazy as dicks, huh? It's a fun game to play if you have a lot of friends, and if you want you all want to play, then just play Among Us, says Britsky. Yeah, but why not? I don't know. Friday the 13th, right? That's a game in that style, I believe. Like Fall Guys, I bet Minecraft made a more like it already, a mode like it, huh? Fall Guys, maybe. Yeah, it just seems like there's games that sort of pop up out of nowhere. I want to propose a conspiracy theory that there's some, you know, intelligence behind it. But it could very well not be. Why this game and why now? Just chance? Just, you know, a couple of influencers played it and everybody wanted to play it all of a sudden? Or is this that good? It's basically a digital version of a social deduction game, Mafia. Minecraft already had the whole play a bunch of party games and get points whenever number one is number one. I've never once played a Minecraft minigame before, but I know everybody else does. I watched Britsky stream that one time. Those detective-style games, you'd play in a group. Yeah, that's what the genre is, where you need to figure something out. Usually something like, someone among you is a traitor. Find him out. Yeah, he's a terrorist, or he's a killer, or something like that. Alright, so is there any more ammo around here? How much of my ammo? I have pretty good low pistol ammo right now, which is a drag. Oh, I have to tranquilist, huh? No? Oh, I do, okay. Is that Elena in there? There's nobody in there. Why did I think I saw a person in there? It's kind of like Tomb Raider, Scott. Yeah, it's similar thematically, of course. You're a treasure hunter. Both were inspired by Indiana Jones. I heard that this game is very similar to the new reboot at Tomb Raider games. I don't find it to be that much like the old Tomb Raider games. I find the old Tomb Raiders to be, you know, much more involved mechanically. This game, I think it's, for me, defined by its simplicity mechanically. So I think I've got everything here that I could possibly do. Jackbox has a mode like that, where you are given a task and try to find out who is the wrong one out. Okay, that's that gun. Okay, so I got everything here already. Let's move on. Moving on. You don't believe me. Moving on. Wish I could zoom in this game to point blank. Old Tomb Raider games had beautiful pointy polygon 90s boobs, huh? That's true. Oh, I have to run in there, I guess. Yes, no? No, I didn't crank it all the way last time. Oh, I did. Okay, never mind. Everybody else play Haunt at the House on the Hill, the board game. It's awesome. I bet you my friend Threeven just played it. He fucking loves these board games. It sounds like Coolin also played it, huh? I bought the X Pack. What's the hell is X Pack? Like expansion pack. Can't beat those 90 polygonal booms, huh? When I first heard of Among Us, got reminded of Jackbox a bit, huh? Then Minecraft. Yeah, it reminds me of, you know, from what I've heard about it, it just sounds like, you know, Friday the 13th, or... That's not really fair, right? It's not a... I'm totally off about that, right? Because that's a game where you play as a killer, try to kill the people, right? It's a whole different genre. You're talking about a game where you get rolled as the killer in Among Us, and you have to kind of hide your identity, right? You can't let them know you're the killer. Whole different sort of situation. I wish Minecraft had square boobs.
These guys come from.
And where are you? There's one there, I know. Boo-doo-doo. Yeah, that's why you want to advance sometimes, just to get in and kill. Sometimes it's good to be point blank. God damn it, man. Oh, fuck! Spray and pray! That's what this gun's good for. Got a few more shots left, not a whole lot, though. Okay, so I need some more ammo around here. That'd be nice. Ammunition. Give me that. Micro ammunition. Nice. What's X-Pack? If you don't know, then you better call somebody. Huh? Yeah, I'm not really into board games and such. I don't think I've ever really played a board game that wasn't like, you know, like one of the Milton Bradley, you know, basics little kid games. I played D&D on stream with Dix and Overlord Steve and Hal Nyrus and a few friends. That was fun. But that was only a couple times. I think we did 2 streams of that. Give me a night on TTS, and I'll show you some quality stuff on TTS. What's TTS? Oh, Tabletop Simulator, huh? I just feel like, you know, it doesn't really appeal to me. I got more of the same here, looks like. I'm kind of low on ammo on this gun, though. It doesn't really appeal to me in the... Oh, there's ammo right there. Oh, it's a shotgun after all. Okay. Well, I can get 2 shotguns. And get, what, 24 shots total? I wonder how many it holds. Because I'm basically just running up and shooting them right now. I'm just kind of running up and getting point blank and shooting. Boop, 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 boop. How many shotgun shots can I hold? Probably not that many, huh? Let's do an experiment here. Let's try this gun. Why not? Can I carry 21 shots? Or more? Only 2? I only carry 9 shots in this thing? No, okay, it's just not always the same number. Okay. I just want to kind of run up and get point blank and shoot now. Visceral turret section! Kill all the guys! Ah, right in the fucking knee. These guys are hella fucking tanky. They take a look at this dude! Taking a turret shot to both knees. And he's alright. Did you add everybody? Sounds like it. I'm shocked, huh? For someone who is critical of game design, you're missing out on some gems. Yes, I know. That's the thing I found most interesting about board games. That is a different sort of game design involved, and that, you know, it's a whole different application of like game theory. But still, you know, there's a lot of crossover, I'd imagine, right? Between what makes video games good and what makes board games good. Especially because, you know, I tend to, as a player, as a gamer, I tend to fixate more on like the rules and you know. Cognitive mechanics, not so much like visceral, fast-paced game feel type stuff as much. And so I think that, you know, board games are probably more applicable to that sort of interest group. I froze, Britsky. I froze, dude. It's relatively common in game design programs to have you start on board games because a lot of it transfers over in terms of skills. Yeah, I'll bet. What's that one farming board game where you collect wheat, wood, and apples, huh? Clones like maybe Settlers? The tone box, a little more tone box, says Settlers. It's like Minecraft. That is a game like that, yeah. Never really liked board games until I played Jumanji. That changed my life, says NYR. Wow. But you best get on Robo Rally and Euro Rails, huh? Or GTFO. Also good board games, tone box. I love Settlers, says J-Bomb, huh? Mainly any game where I can hoard wheat. Taste the bread, you fools. Like Minecraft? AKA Minecraft. Shooting gonna go on in here, looks like. Is the Bloodborne board game any good, says Hubie? Is any game based on a board game, based on a video game, any good? Okay. Something we have gone to the great something. I pray that you will meet us there. Fletcher, maybe. We have gone to the Great Tower. There's a drawing of the tower. Why do I hear a fucking... Oh, it's this light. I was like, why do I hear a fucking beard trimmer? What do we got here? More shotty. This is an AK. Well, I tend to like the AK, but I also kind of like the shotgun. I haven't tried the shotgun yet, but I think for that room we were just in, it would have been better than the AK, maybe. Only has 11 shots, though. But again, that's kind of, if they kill each, each one kills, and it's just as many shots as the other one, essentially. Oh, wait. Nothing in here? Well, that can't be right. I kind of expected there to be like a triangle here, but there's not. Well, then what do? Play the Bloodborne card game would be my recommendation. All the card games are in the board game. Why is there a random light in the middle of nowhere? How is it powered? I think it probably has a generator or something, a battery. You'll probably find it. No, I guess I was being overly optimistic. I'm sure it has a battery. Oh. Okay.
These aren't Spanish. They're English.
Kind of confusing to have that right next to the ammo pickup. It's the same button.
Whoa.
Whoa, wow. Why was it turned down in the
Fletcher,
first place?
We have gone to the Great Tower. I pray that you will meet us there. Francis Drake.
Wow.
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 So you made it. But what were you
What
plotting?
are you plotting, Frankie?
There he is!
Ow. There he is, said he. But I don't see nobody. Okay. Wow. Why the F does the game put random light in the middle of the nowhere just so you can read something? Huh? Well, I mean, it's there because whoever was here before me was studying it too. That's why I took more issue with the fact that it was pointed down in the first place, right? The whole point of that being there is to look at this thing, I'll bet you. If not by me, then by somebody in this game's canon. Oh my god, Katie. Hang in there, dude. Remember, Katie, you can just fucking skip the floors, bro. Skip the floors and just make sure you kill the boss. Just make sure you kill that fucking boss. Make sure you have the strong. Don't use up all your fucking resources on the way to the boss. So I have the shotty, I move really slow. Must level up, must grind, says Katie. So just make sure you kill the boss. Make numbers go up. Make them go up. I wish I can go around that, but I probably can't. It looks like I probably could, but I'm sure I probably can't. It's overthinking this. I want goodies and secrets. Man, somewhere I've already been. It seems very familiar, but I think it's just reused assets. Oh, we're getting there, dude. Look at that cool tree.
Must be Drake's tower.
Oh, nice clouds, too. Wow, really good looking clouds. It's not a great weapon to have for the situation. Okay. Get my shotty back out. Yeah, it's really good for close quarters. That's for sure. Works for my playstyle, right? Let them come to me, I guess. But on the other hand, by that same token, I'd rather, you know, maybe have a long-range gun to shoot them before they can reach me, but not well. If they had literally made it like the boss fight, I think it had a chance, huh? By the time we were ready for a boss fight, we were just tired from how boring it was, fighting goons that never felt like a threat. A lot of games have that problem. Some games, it's almost like, why even have these sections with the goons if you don't want to balance them? The boss fights are fun, but the other parts are boring. What's with that? Why include the boring stuff if all you want to do is make good boss fights as game designers? So you have the same problem. You're talking about the Bloodborne board game, perhaps? Grinding shouldn't be in a board game. The boss fights are actually really neat. It's that dumb grinding the game has, huh? Forces you to do before that. I'm a sub to 9 people, and 8 of them I have been gifted to this. It's basically nice, dude. Getting them gift subs. Okay, anything cool out here? Anything that I want? Anything like hidden sparkly treasure? I mentioned in the previous stream that I have an issue with this game design. I really focused on it more in The Last of Us has the same problem, same developer. which is that they include collectibles around for you to find, but pretty rarely. And yet the environments are large and dense, as though they could have more stuff to hide, but they don't. So the vast majority of your exploration time is spent just going to dead ends. Dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, right? You find stuff and there's nothing there. And sometimes there's something there, though, which means that the next time you see a dead end, or the next time you see like an offshoot, or let's say a hidden path, you're like, oh, there might be treasure over there. I'll go check. If they just didn't have no treasure at all, I could be free. If the game was like, there's no treasure in this game, just enjoy the scenery, don't bother exploring, there's nothing to find. That's one thing. But to have there be things to find sometimes, but not often, it compels me as a gamer to look for in every nook and cranny for something good, and to find nothing 99% of the time. Good stuff, Britsky. Have fun, dude. Godspeed. I wish games would just implement a no treasure in this area thing. Yes. I love games that do stuff like that. Just a little completion thing on my lower right by my minimap or whatever. I love it in a game, Cool Hand, where I'll have like a little completion rating for an area. I'll grab a treasure and it'll be like, you're at 33%. I'll be like, okay. So there's 2 more things. That makes life so simple. Alright, so let's get my shotty here. I lay down so far from home. What do you want from me, game? You want me to jump somewhere? Yes, this way. That's gameplay, right? I was thinking about this the other day, during our last stream of this game. I don't like this game's platforming, you guys know that. I'm very vocal about that. But there is an element of game design that I oftentimes overlook, which is this situation right here, right? This moment right here where I'm like, where do I go? Where do I go? Then I look here and go, oh, I can go this way. So is that a puzzle? What do you guys think about that? How is that exercised in other games as a mechanic? Right? I have to look for where I'm supposed to go. I identified it. Now I can, take advantage of it. That's sort of interesting. As someone that likes exploring in games, right, and finding stuff. It'd be better if I knew if there's a more telegraphed way for me to know what I could grab onto. Right? The fact that I have to like look over here and be like to myself, I have to say to myself, like literally, can I jump onto that? Do you want me to grab something over there? Should I try trying to jump here and try and grab those bricks or what? Can I jump over to that thing over there? I mean, it's a pretty long jump, but he's pretty crazy sometimes. But in general, I do like that feeling of being like, I can't go that way, I don't think. Where can I go? Oh, right there. It's used regularly in the 3D Zelda titles, but not as blended as this. Apparently, I have a Nerf gun in the background. Since kids are getting suspended for that now, yes, I've heard about that. Be careful. On one up those nerds, ditch Nerf guns and get a cane sword. No rule against bringing swords to class, huh? Maybe you're right. Look at him, he's glitched out. He's bouncing on something. Where is that used organically in this game? Where does he do that, do you think? Devs need to figure out some fucking pacing on treasure. In FF7 Remake, there's a scene where you're supposed to be rushing for your life. Yes, Cool Hand. Fucking yes, dude. Fuck! Anyway. But you also will miss treasure if you go too into the story and forget to check every nook and cranny. Yes. Or how about talking about pacing and treasure in general? Like, just as a gamer with my compulsions to find stuff, you can telegraph to me very subtly when and where to look for treasure if you pace them out evenly. If I say to myself, after playing a game for 4 hours, that I find new treasure approximately every 10 minutes, or I find treasure in a room that's like this shape, then I can, find treasure more quickly and easily, and also not have to waste my time searching in other areas where I'm like, I just got treasure now, so there's not going to be any more treasure for a little while, right? If I found treasure there, there's never been treasure like more than one in a single room, so I can move on now, right? But games don't do that. They don't really have a sense of that pace. That's so funny. He's kind of bouncing one foot there. The OG7 has that on the train where when you do it, it fails. Yeah. I'm slightly more forgiving of that for a couple reasons. One is that it's an older game, right? And maybe they weren't. It was one of the very first really cinematic games in that respect. Maybe they, it was clearly meant to be a secret, right? You're sort of meant to miss that because you are so fixated on getting out of there, right? And it's sort of like a reward for people that, you know, have the strategy guide, or whatever you want to call it, right? The people that want to look over there. But in some other games, I know the scene that Coolness talked about in the remake. I watched KD play Remake. It's a scene where it's like they are really telegraphing to you very hard that you have to fucking move. You gotta move your ass. And yet, there's like fucking quick times events, and there's like, you have to time like platforming, like there's like a laser beam, you have to like dodge, and there's treasure around, and you're like, what is the game trying to tell me to do here? Like, does it want me to wait and play carefully? Does it want me to search for treasure? Does it want me to fucking get out of here? How much time do I have until it's instant game over? What's going on? So I have a gold one now. I also had a silver one earlier. Yeah, I know the part you're talking about, cool. And I didn't play it myself. I watched a friend play it, and I was like, this is so stupid. Why is it this way? It's totally sending me mixed messages as a gamer. What it expects of me to do right here. I couldn't believe, like, as I recall, my friend's doing it, and like he would like go through the laser. He'd like wait, and it would rise. He'd go through, and then this stupid AI party member would keep getting hit by it. They'd be like, ugh, and it's like, do I wait for him? Is there a way that I can like help him get through easier? Is that my job to find a way to like disable the laser? Like, what? If there's gonna be a fucking dun 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 like explosion behind me moment, just let me fucking run, or don't. Right? That's so weird when games do that shit. Okay. Remember that impossible pizza in Team NT? Is it that impossible? Didn't somebody find a way to do that? I can jump over here, I think. A little baby jump there again. That's so annoying. He did a little baby. All I needed to get that jump was a baby one, right? So in my mind, I'm like, dude, I want him to like leap over there. But he's like, baby jump. And for a moment there, I was like, oh shit, my controller, like something went wrong, right? My gamer brain was like, I thought he was gonna like leap, but he's like a little baby hop. I'm like, I'm gonna fall. I'm dead. But no, he did that intentionally because he only had to do a baby jump to reach where he wanted to reach. I wanted to like leap onto the stairs. He's like, oh, there's a platform right there. I'll leap onto that platform. Just a little dainty little jump. Because it wasn't what I wanted. I was like, oh, I'm dead.
Where'd she go?
Have I been here before? This all looks very familiar. Like I have been here before, haven't I? No, not really. I was over there, but not over here. So, I can probably jump up to that. I'm trying to get over to that ledge over there. Climb around the outside of that. That's where I gotta go. Okay, so I have to... Can I climb this? Would that be bad if I did that? I think that'd be bad. I'm supposed to go off the ledge here. Then go over here. I wish it would let me control the camera instead of going this fucking fixed camera perspective. Now, I can't jump back. There's no footholds. That they're trying to telegraph me there. If I pull away and hit X, what's going to happen? Nothing. Oh, I have to climb this then. Okay. What did they change for the collection of this? Huh? I don't think nothing, Bedrinka. I think it's the same. I think it might have slightly retouched graphics, but even then I'm not convinced that that's the case. It looks kind of how I remember it, but that's kind of the case for a lot of games, right? You kind of remember them better than they actually were. Drop down to this. Go over there. Got onto that thing. Okay. Then jump to this. All right. At least they're, you know, colored more lightly than everything else in the environment, so I have some hint of where to go. Can I go up there? You think no way, right? But sure you can. Watch. All right. Go around the outside this way. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks. I love this environment. This like monastery, whatever it is. It looks fucking awesome. I wonder if that's what they're going for. Mega Man has a few Dr. Wily levels. You can get lives using Rush, but you need a full Rush to actually reach the boss, huh? I'm not sure I understand what you mean by that, Tone Box. You mean like you're going to die to get treasure? You're like kind of sacrificing your life to get treasure because you're using up your Rush? As far as I know, it's never been figured out how to get that pizza. Yeah, I believe, Rodrigo, this is mostly just a port of the Nathan Drake games, you know, the Uncharted games. I don't think there's anything else changed out. I can't make that jump, right? Does it want me to go downward? I think it wants me to make that. Do you guys agree with that? I think it wants me to try and jump over there. No way. But where else can I go? I'm gonna try it. This is Uncharted in a nutshell, guys. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I'm gonna hit this button and watch what happens. He's gonna make it or he's not. I can't tell if he's gonna make it or not, but he might. Just gotta try it, Revenge. Just gotta try in this game, right? You gotta believe in Nathan Drake. And if he fails, it just respawns you. It doesn't send you that far back. Just very unintelligent. Very unintelligent. Again, just like, oh, well, I hope I can make it. And if I can't, no big deal. I don't lose a lot of progress. Just try again. Try the next thing. I'm overthinking it, right? I'm overthinking it. Just fucking hit the button and hope for the best. There's a pretty big gap or a point you need to rush to boost you up, huh? I wonder what game we're talking about. Which Mega Man game? Out of curiosity. If you spend any before it, you won't make it. So you have to... Oh, yeah, so you're talking about Impossible Treasure, right? Impossible Treasure, right? It's a trap. Yeah, Mega Man does do that a few times, right? Mega Man, the classic NES games, they will put fucking lives somewhere where you cannot get them. If you get them, you're fucking dead. They're just there to trick you, which is pretty devious. It needs a grappling hook. Way too much work to just, like, monkey around. Yeah, it needs a fucking grappling hook for sure. So basically, it's like the first time run at Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. How do you mean, Nwire? It's like the first time run on Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Yeah, it's wild levels. Yeah, they'll put fucking like lives in places. The only point of them is to fucking get you killed. You have to just know to not go for them, which I think we've learned over time is not really the hottest move from a game design perspective. Right? You can see what they were thinking in the '80s. You know, it's like a trap. It's like here's a bait for you. You have to learn from either trial and error or good common sense that it's just a trap. It's going to get you killed. You can't really get that. But I think we kind of learned over time to telegraph to players that if there's treasure, there's a way to get it, right? And it's not a waste of your time to try and figure out how to get it. Whereas in that game, NES Mega Man, some of the games in that era, if you sit there and think to yourself for 10 hours how to get it, you're never gonna find a way because it's impossible. Right? You're gonna be not rewarded for the time you're spent trying to figure this out. It's really just as simple as it being a trap for you. I kind of like that nowadays. If there's something you see that there's a way to get it. You just gotta figure out what it is. I'm still salty that there is one uncollectible trophy in Space Station Silicon Valley. It's the only thing stopping me from 100%. How do you mean, J-Bomb? How is it ungettable? Because of a glitch in your save happens a lot with people? Or is it multiplayer only and multiplayer been taken down now, or what? This game. So, anyway, this game is basically like the first time run at Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by that, NY. Big Man 2 Quick Man stage. Yes, exactly, NY. And yeah, that's what I was thinking of. That sounds like Tonebox talking about Wily stages. For me, the one I'm thinking of is the one where you have the lasers coming out of the walls, pew, pew, and they're like coming towards you. You have to like know the route to get down, and there will be lives around there that it cannot be collected without you getting blown up. And their entire function there is to try to make you be like, oh, a life, and you get killed. But yeah, I can see what they were thinking with that. But I kind of like nowadays, again, if you see treasure, there's a way to get it, and you have to figure out what it is. That's sort of the challenge. Wow, look at that. Look at the colors.
This must have been Drake's.
Great. Wow.
So what were you looking for, huh?
Wow.
Well, now, that looks familiar.
Wow. This must be remastered. They couldn't look this good on PS4 or PS3, could it?
Ship's never left. Elena.
Hey, there she is.
Oh, crap.
Oh, well, that was hilarious. They just killed me in the cutscene for shooting that guy. Oh, was I supposed to do that? Okay.
I know I'm not a big-time treasure hunter like you, but I doubt you're gonna find El Dorado in there.
Shut up,
How'd you get
lady!
yourself in this mess?
We're also
Trying to
snarky.
rescue you, as a matter of fact.
This is, I remember
that's so
those that
sweet.
hated on this game when it came out, this is a pretty common criticism. I didn't really bother me that much when I first played through.
Sandstone, brick, and stucco, limestone mortar, huh?
How'd you get to know so much about this?
My show, Episode 4, Architects of a New World. Yep, it'll just take a tug to pull these bars out.
What? No, wait, are you sure?
Get out of my way, Bulldog!
Save me, Elisa, whatever your name is. What's up, Maj? Welcome aboard.
Hey, Drake.
Eddie Raja. I should have guessed.
Fascinating document, huh?
So he knows this guy.
Seems like this Sir Francis was in my line of work.
Don't flatter yourself, Eddie.
Always ready to be enemies, eh? Tell you what, lead me to the goal,
Man.
and I just might let you live.
Is that it? Is that my deal? Die now, or help you, and die later. Oh, it's a tough call, but you know what? I'll take die now.
Listen to me, maggot. I was promised treasure on this goddamn rock. And now,
I didn't promise you anything,
I'm
dude.
dying. They can't even go outside to take a piss without an armed guard. And I have nothing to show for it!
Oh my.
I am making you a fair offer. You help me find the treasure, and the last man alive gets the gold. And the girl, of course.
The girl? Oh, Eddie, the girl's long gone. She's probably off the island by now. Going for help.
Daikujin, you were never very good at poker. I will find her. Trust me. How much trouble could one girl be?
Oh my god! Cool lighting there.
Well, come on.
Let's go!
Thank you.
Hey!
Got him!
Damn it!
Nice work.
Thanks.
Hey! Buka pinto!
Hang on.
Got the turret section, guys. Visceral turret section. That is sexy. You're right, anyway. It really is sexist. The brick must have been made of foam. No weight whatsoever. On which brick are we talking about? I think I missed something there. Let's see here. Oh, it's an old N64 game, and every level has a secret item you can find. If you collect them all, you unlock a secret level, but one of the items has no collision. Oh, it's an actual bug that's well known in this game. It's hilarious. What a hilarious oversight. Now, if we lived in the era of patches, they could download a patch for that game and fix it. But we didn't. All we had was cartridges, so they're just fucked. I recognize the description of the stage, but my Mega Man is rusty. Sparkman, maybe. Yeah, I don't know which one it is with the fucking big fucking laser beams that come out of the walls and kill you. Giant chunks look so floating in that cutscene, huh? Which cutscene are we talking about? I forget. When the balcony blew up, they shot me with a rocket launcher. She doesn't deserve the name of Elena since we're drinking. You don't think so? You don't like Elena? I remember playing this game when it first came out and being like, she was the best character. But replaying it now, it's like, I can see all the criticisms we got from the press where it was, they're just so fucking snarky. There's so much, it leans into that 90s action trope. It's all a bunch of, everybody has a one-liner. They're all very sarcastic. It's not a lot of, not a lot of sincerity. It's sort of obnoxious. I don't remember it really bothering me that much when I first played this game. It's not bothering me that much now either, but it is. I am noticing it. I wish they would just, shut the fuck up and not crack a joke every single line they say.
Here they come!
Visceral vehicle section. Can I die here? We're getting a gray screen. Looks like, yes, I can die here. I think in many games you can't die in the turret parts. This game is, like Crash Bandicoot, right? The same developer, right? It seems as though they're not going to be able to kill me, though. I wonder if it's any easier on normal mode. Because this seems, it took them a very long time to damage me at all. I feel like doing more damage now that I'm fighting back. This thing can't turn all that direction, though. Turret section! Actually, that's like a little bit of physics, looks like, huh? That was glitchy. But I'm here for it.
Step on it!
Very, very pretty graphics. For any generation. Sometimes there's more to games graphics than polygon count, right? Or, texture resolution.
Coming in from the side.
Is that apples? No, it's sweet. We need a different command for everybody in the chat. I was thinking my ultimate fantasy, guys, is that everybody has their own command they can do when they enter the chat. Like, as soon as you guys enter the chat, it makes like a little sound effect. Like, oh, that's 3-vent showed up. Yeah, really, really nice visuals. Crazy physics stuff. It's almost like it's not totally pre-scripted, right? There actually has some AI to where they're driving, and it doesn't always work the best. So my turret does turn all the way, but I can't do it manually. She has to say, on the left, I can turn it. I can't turn to the back now. I can't like rotate it anymore to the left anymore. I can rotate it rightward, but not leftward anymore. Yeah, I can't face back anymore. I have to be on this side now. It's kind of weird. It doesn't turn very fast either. Like, I can't actually aim. I have like a very narrow window I can aim this gun. I can go as far as that way and as far as that way. I need to not hold the button down as much and just tap, 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 tap. Rest in peace. Hey, look forward now.
Look out!
Kill him faster.
All right back there?
Just drive!
Look out!
Okay, I'm gonna try and lay into it full power. Maybe it's gonna explode.
Just drive!
Look out!
Try to shoot the tires.
Just drive!
I'm gonna try one more time to shoot the driver.
Look out! All right back there?
Just drive!
Oh, there's a fucking rocket launcher. I didn't know that. The other button. L2 is a fucking rocket. In the game's defense, guys, I turned off all the tutorial messages and hints. So I just blast these guys with a fucking rocket launcher. There's really no reason to use the fucking turret part, I guess. Wow, nice little auto aim there. Got a huge AoE. You can really miss them by a pretty large margin and still get the shot. Which side am I on? Shoot that out. Is that enough, I hope? It's like an amusement park ride. I love how they kind of get teleported off their bike when I hit them sometimes. They kind of float in the air for a second before they drop. I'm out of ammo for my rockets. Yes? No? No, it says I reload.
Step on it! Punch it!
Whee!
We made it!
Are we home free now or
Can't
what?
believe that worked!
Wow.
So
Look at the
who was that
graphics.
guy?
Just an old business. Oh, look out!
Oh no!
I'll just hit the brakes.
Okay.
So you drove it at full speed, then swung it around.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, but you're bleeding.
Yeah, it goes with the territory. Let's get the hell out of here.
Why does he get in the driver's seat?
Damn it. Come
Didn't hear them come up?
Going somewhere?
on. Hey, Eddie.
Did you really think you could escape from what?
Oh, no, I just giving the young lady the $10 tour.
Shut it! I bet you're
That's me.
working for them too.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
You thought you could set me up and keep everything for yourself.
The plot thickens.
Damn it! This guy's crazy.
Eddie, take it easy.
Because he shot at you?
Well, you're out of luck now. And out of road. Now, give me that map.
Hold on.
Hold on.
All right, you got me, fair and square.
Hey, don't move.
Relax, Eddie. Just getting the map like you asked. I said, Hold on.
I am.
Well, hand it over.
Well, now, you told me not to move. Looks like you're gonna have to come get it.
Come
Wow. All right. There you go. Oh, it's just kind of ring a bell. Forgot there was a stage in this game. Isn't there like a lot of swimming here? Oh shit, they're already shooting at me. 3 benches here, shows us set pieces, dude. Hey, now in this game that has crumbling walls you climb on, I know it's not going to drop me to my death, so why waste the effort pretending, says J-Bomb, huh? Well, I think they oftentimes do drop you to your death in this game, when they crumble. At first I thought they didn't. I thought it was going to be like literally just a typical, like, feint, like the feint of danger a lot of games have, but no, actually I hung on for a while and it did kill me as an experiment. I didn't realize, but it sounds like nearly all Robot Masters since the first game were influenced by a contest. Only Mega Man 6 had non-Japanese winners, though. Really? But they were all original except for a couple. Original, that is to say, original to the game's art designers. I get that tone, but it's if say like you could notice crumbling / cracked walls and had to say climb around them, then it would be cool and scary. Yeah, I'm not sure this game is not that way. I think this game is more or less that way. What's the tone of this game? It's just an action adventure, like Indiana Jones-esque. I would say they haven't really failed in that respect, right? It's goofy but perilous. I remember reading about it in a game mag and begging my grandma to mail my letter and drawings as Neon, huh? That's great. It's a great story. I keep losing the stream audio. Am I the only one losing stream audio? That seems weird. I have to imagine it's only you. I think it'd be a very bizarre problem for me to have on my side. It's midnight, guys. I'm going to play for another like 20 minutes, half an hour, and then come back with some Zorro. I climb inside there probably not. Well, sure there's a lot of guys shooting at me. I have no camera control, so I can't see where they're at right now. Can I swim faster? No, not really. I think I'm supposed to probably go to land first, then shoot at these guys, huh? Invisible walls over here? No, not at all. I should have gone to land first. I'm going the opposite way I came from. Can I climb this? No. Leave me alone, you jerks. Well, they're everywhere. A little nook here. This is an invisible wall. What would the Robot Master be then? Got Chili Man? Slim Fast Man? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. The Robot Master represents me, huh? Give me some examples. What do you guys think your as a Robot Master would be? It wouldn't be Chacho's Nachos Man, no. That's not really, it hasn't really defined my expectations of nachos. It doesn't define me as a person. What would all Robot Masters be? So there's Elena, just sitting there. No one wants to shoot her. God damn, fuck. I would say that the game's tone is not really that bad. It's really consistent, but again, it's just goofy peril, as you'd expect from a game, a movie from this style. I think they might have overdone it a little bit with his goofy one-liners.
Oh, God's sake!
Can we fight those guys or not? I don't think, probably not. Get out of the way. I'd be Go, man, for like Goki. Sometimes the bullets glitch through walls and hit me, I think. Like, where am I getting shot from? There sure is a lot of guys out there shooting at me. I can't see them, though. Is that a guy right there? I don't really know where I'm going to hit from. There should be from behind somehow, but there's a fucking wall behind me. Somebody over there shooting at me too, or? I'm so confused. Come on out, bro. Wow, I got hella shot. Bombman already exists, so Orchard Man. I do love gardening. Oh, wait, Playman already. That's fine. There's plenty of reused concepts. So if they have a different name, you're fine. Different name and very slightly redesigned character. There's nobody out here anymore. That's so weird. I climb up here. Doesn't look like it. So that's her shooting, I think. Oh, is she actually hurting them? Almost looked like it there for a second.
Alright.
Just let her kill everybody over there. She's killing people over there for sure she is. Wow. He's a big boy. Oh, he's got a lot of health. He's bigger. That's not something anyway. It's a little bit of variety. It was the 70s to here today. After like 110 for the last 3 months, huh? Nice break, but it feels weird. How do you mean it feels weird, Apples? Doesn't it feel great? Sometimes it's okay to have your character not talking. Like when they're running away from a barrage of gunfire because one, who the hell would have the breath for it? And two, who would you expect to hear it with all the nearby gunfire? Yeah. I think that they really were trying to communicate to the player in the most aggressive way possible that this is, you know, a 90s action hero. Right? I think that you would want for him to say something stupid, like a one-liner, right? But I think that because it's not a film, it's a game, I think that it does come off as like him constantly talking. Because in a film, of course, it's more compact. In a game, all the action set pieces take longer. And so for him to constantly be talking during them, it does seem a little bit jarring. But I think that I can see where they're coming from with that idea. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I can understand it, that they wanted it to be, you know, like he's a wisecracking, you know, action hero. He's always wisecracking. But because this game is, you know, a game and not a movie, it does come off like he's just constantly talking. He will never shut up. He's trying very hard to be funny, it sounds like. Whereas in a movie, it might be, you know, you might only hear him say something, let's say, once every, you know, 5 minutes of movie time. But because the movie is jumping between, you know, set pieces that are canonically far apart, it does seem more like he's not just, like, constantly talking, won't shut up. But in a game, of course, canonically, it's all happening very close together in time. So it sounds like he's just constantly making jokes. That's how I feel about that, says Apples, huh? About the weather change. Monday here, it was 90 degrees. Tuesday night, we got an inch of snow. Not to be a one-upper, but it was so super fucking weird. That is crazy, Cool Hand. Remember where you're from. That's very crazy. Welcome aboard, Apples. Hopefully you had a mighty fine night. Hope you're not too freaked out by the fucking weather changes. We're the 50s and raining all week. Couldn't do 3D printing because of the rain? Because of the humidity? Didn't know that was a thing you had to worry about. Colorado. Okay, that's definitely quite a snowy place. Well, I might look at the shotgun ammo, so I'm going to have a shotgun anyway.
Nice.
Oh, no, not that. Want my other gun. Well, we're getting pretty close combat-y. Maybe I should get my shotgun out in preparation. More AK ammo here than the last stage. Might be trying to telegraph to me that I don't need my shotgun anymore, and instead I need my my AK. Okay. Pistol ammo. I actually hear more gunshots behind me. I'm pretty nervous. It's all melted by now, huh? Almost snowed Wisconsin, but no luck last night, Stonebox. Just a cold mist. It's been very rainy here in Michigan, which is nice. Although I really hate cold weather. I'm kind of sad that we're seeing the end of summer. And also, I'm starting to realize, guys, that I get really depressed in autumn time. I'm not sure what it is exactly. I think it's probably not unusual, from what I understand. It's seasonal depression, right? I can't really describe it. It seems totally abstract. It's almost as though just sensing autumn in the air just makes me feel more dour. And Mario's like, yeah, fuck the cold. A color test failed. We'll have to strip the paint. Lesson learned. What lesson was that, 3Bench? I don't really understand how painting works and stuff. Why did the color test fail? All leaves are brown, says Tonebox. All the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray. We're gonna beat you to it, Tonebox. I went for a walk.
This was a big mistake.
Apples is there
No
too.
kidding. You know, I should have turned before the bridge.
That's very funny.
Oh, come here a minute. I want to show you something.
Come here.
That thing still works?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing in mine. I'm
Check
not
this
sure what
out.
it is. It makes you feel
Okay,
moody.
See this building in the harbor? That's where all the boats coming into the colony would have unloaded their cargo. So if the El Dorado treasure came to this island, it would have had to have come through here.
Oh,
Wait a minute, what?
I don't
What
care.
was that?
What?
Rewind it.
Yeah?
Wait, stop.
Uh-huh.
enhance, zoom
Right
in.
there. That's our ticket out of here. Come on.
Our ticket out of here? Are you giving up?
Maybe
Yeah.
you hadn't noticed, but we're kind of
Yeah, about to
outnumbered.
say.
We're doing fine so far.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Elena, I don't need your bullet-riddled corpse on my conscience. Let's go.
Oh, please. You quit if you want to, but don't use me as an excuse.
Fine. It's me, okay? I am quitting. Are you coming or not?
So that's it. You're just gonna forget about the treasure and forget about Drake?
Yeah.
God damn it, this is not worth dying over.
Okay. Okay. Listen.
There's like a million pirates out here. I don't need gold that bad.
Don't worry about it. We can argue about it later. It'll be great.
I remember watching this the first time,
Wait.
as, you know, like, when it first came out, and being like, they're awfully chummy. They don't really know each other that well, right?
This time, I drive.
I appreciate that later in the series they become like a couple,
Okay.
but they kind of sound like a couple already. I could have done more to develop their chemistry before, you know, throwing me all into this character dynamic. So when is Drake? This is Drake right here, Apple. This is the guy I'm playing as. Nathan Drake is dead for quite a few years. I'm with you. Once the weather starts dropping, I always get more reflective. Exactly, J-Bomb. I don't think it's really like necessarily a bad thing. It can help you feel inspired creatively sometimes, have that emotion in you. But it's a lot to deal with sometimes. I feel like something about the seasonal change, something about autumn just makes me feel more down in the dumps. More, like you said, reflective, more thoughtful, for better or worse. That could be Katie, all the death. As he died? Yeah, Nathan, Francis Drake, he died. Dang, this is apples. Dang, rest in peace.
I don't get it. How does a whole colony just drop out of history?
we've got company.
You want me to do? You want me to shoot? You want me to stop and shoot, or what? I can do that. Maybe not.
Gonna have to cover us.
This is really bad. Yeah. So if I touch them, I think I explode as well. It makes more sense that way. They do smell good, though. You're right, Domebox. Okay. Just go camping when autumn hits. That's what I do, says Tomax. It's a good idea.
Oh, God.
This is an example of why I don't like this game's controls. I have a theory, right? That the game's controls are impacted negatively by the way the camera sways. If I turn to the right, my guy turns to the right, but then the camera takes forever to kind of catch up, and it kind of feels like I'm not really in control of him. Like, what the fuck? I'm not controlling the camera at all. It's all automatic right now. It's kind of annoying, the way that it moves. Is that a bomb there? Yeah, I couldn't see past my own guy. Rest in peace. Might have more if we're not careful, Apples. Autumn energizes me. It's the beginning of my most active time of year. How do you mean, Neon? For your job? Most active time of year? I could stop and shoot those barrels. Maybe I should do this from here. I'm kind of safe in here from gunshot. Oh, I can play as her. That's kind of fun. That's why you said you have to cover me. I can play as both of them. I thought you would do it automatically. Don't kill me, please. Up. Should I just go slower? She has a rocket launcher. I can probably just shoot them from wherever they're perched.
Do you ever get used to this?
He's dead. Yeah, it controls like ass, this thing. Voodoo. Voodoo. I wish I could control it while zoomed in. It's kind of annoying that I
What happened
can't.
to this place?
Whole city's completely flooded.
I'm not sure where he gets his fucking grenade launcher from, but hey. This doesn't seem like a good look. turn. Okay. You dead? Someone's still shooting over there. I can hear him. Oh, he's way in the background. Everything is quiet since you're not around. I live in the numbness now, in the background. I do the things we did before. I walked 8th Street to the store. And they say, where's that crazy girl? You don't get drunk on red wine and fight no more. Fuck. I'm missing a chat here. COVID's gonna get a lot worse, says Apple. Some people don't believe me. I think it's definitely the case. I think we have much more COVID than people respect in the future. So I might kind of do some writing. I might do some writing in general to celebrate the season. Not those real skidoos are with really tight turning and quick stopping. Cool hand. You're right, though. I'm just saying. I think that I wish the camera would spin when I turned. You know what I mean? Like, there's a confusion. The element of confusion that comes from me turning my boat and then the camera lagging behind. I'm not sure how far I really turned. Why should they? It's not like you have a science and a background of relevant knowledge on your side. Oh, wait. J-Bum and Wire probably have not fought that much, no. And Wire's on PS4, but you might have seen him. These guys, I get that depression too. The doctor called sunlight illumination syndrome. Really? Talk to me about it, these guys. Sunlight illumination syndrome? Needs more sunlight, maybe. I don't know about this year, but we always take vacation in the autumn, and then the wife's birthday is a few days before Halloween. Ooh. Bring back Wave Race. Very tight controlling on that game. So, what do you guys think about Halloween this year, guys? You guys gonna celebrate at home? I think I'm gonna do a long stream on Halloween of a horror game or something. I wish I could see who was hitting me. They can see me, but I can't see them. Oh, please don't kill me. Fuck. Okay, we gotta go fast. We gotta go fast and hope for the best. This is too. I'm getting pretty impatient here. I can't be spending this, 10 minutes trying to shoot everybody and then dying. I have to do it all over again. Gotta learn the good route, right? There's a route I can take where I'm safer. Oh, shit. Ooh. Where am I going? Ooh. Keep it moving. Almost there. Ooh. Yeah, made it. Okay. Cutscene time?
Yeah, now we just gotta find a way in.
Yeah, we're going the right way or not?
You know, I read a story once about a cursed Inca treasure. You don't suppose that...
Please don't tell me you believe in that stuff.
I'm just saying. Something bad happened here.
I think that this game's plot is not working for me that well as a streamer.
Up and vanish.
Yeah.
I really can't keep up with it. I'm too busy talking over the cutscenes. Let's see here. Need to fix the controller though on PS4. Oh, okay. You're trying to pull out the waifu cons. I actually considered that. Like, should I dress up this year? I haven't done previous years, but if I'm gonna do like a long celebration stream on Halloween, I should probably dress up. Huh? But I'm not really doing that in years since I was a child. I'm not sure what I would be. Probably gonna watch a spooky flick with the wife and get some takeout, huh? Problem is, most spooky flicks aren't spooky at all. Watch fucking Dementia 13, Katie. Watch Dementia 13. That movie's fucking sick. That movie's mad spook, dude. Hella spook. That is the single scariest film I've ever watched in my life. Dementia 13, like dementia, like you're crazy. We streamed it for pizza and a movie one time. And I was like, wow, that was a great movie. And it's so scary. You can't arm flail on a jet ski, says Token Guy, huh? Maybe you can if you tried hard enough. How sick would it be if you like took that ramp over the fucking little wall there and it's like, whoa, his arms? That'd be sick. Cosplay for Halloween stream should be an 11 out of 10, huh? I've never done cosplay in my life. I'm not sure how I'd do it. I think this would be a lot of work. I'm not sure I have the time for it. To create my own costume. I don't see you anymore since the hospital. But the plans I made... I can blow this up. Cool. Probably shouldn't have done that. Good cover. That's Alex, huh? I can back up. Dye your hair blue and be Remy's apples, huh? Alex will be pretty easy to revenge. Cosplay as Jesus. You're already godlike. Excuse me.
Thanks.
Thanks, man. You guys love it in Popeye cartoons, guys? Where they ad-lib their lines and the actual mouth doesn't even animate. The voice actors just say shit between lines. That's actually fucking godlike.
Looks like that cable would get us up there.
Let's go check it out.
I'll stay here and keep an eye on our ride. See if you can figure a way to get us to that tower.
That's a weird contrivance. What do you think it would be, Katie? I must like make an accurate Remy, you know? Maybe. The thing about hair dye, though, is that once your hair is dyed, your hair is dyed. I love this fucking pistol. It's so good. What do I got here? I got a shotty with 7 shots in it, huh? Hyper Viper cable, huh? Says Tonebox. Alex is easy. Just go to the gym 3 times a day for 2 years, says Apples. Gotta be a skinny Alex. Like temporarily die, says Enwire. I do that every single night. Or in this case, every morning. AK ammo. Okay, I'm kind of low on shotgun ammo. Look on this link here. This is the cosplay. I don't know who that is, unfortunately. Is that a character from King of the Hill or something? Or maybe it's from Beavis and Butthead. Sorry, Katie. Cosplay Alex, just say it's awkward teen Alex, huh? Beavis and Butthead. I'm sorry, Katie. I haven't watched a lot of Beavis and Butthead, dude. I'm not a huge Butthead fan. Wow, that's a pretty big explosion. You're mine, asshole. Oh shit, he fucking hella died.
Okay.
Oh shit, we got snipers. Oh damn, he's fucking fast with it too. Oh. Why is there no ammo counter on my screen right now? Oh, that's right, it's upper left. I'm gonna do this. Oh. Nobody. So Vince and Ian are in agreement. I should cosplay this teacher from Beavis and Butthead now. They dye my hair blonde. Micro? Looks like I can't get any more pistol ammo. That'd be a shame. Ammo here for my gun. Nice. Ow. Like on video games, you can just drop the clip and just have all your bullets transfer from your old one to your new clip. You can fire one shot and then change clip and not have to lose any of your ammo. To me, that's sick. Pretty good position. Ouch. Gonna go as Team Rocket Grunt, complete with the Ratata, huh? That'd be sick. One, two, three. I think as James, I cut my hair a little bit. I could do that. You haven't seen it yet, Tonebox? It's a fucking cool film. I wouldn't say it's great, but it was cool. It wasn't as good as the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. But yeah, it was enjoyable. Where'd all my fucking grenade ammo go? It's like I keep losing it somehow. Ooh, shot. It's a grenade launcher, though. How much ammo do they have? 3 shots? No, I don't think so. How did they not make it Detective Meowth? Oh, Meowth can already talk. It's Andy Sassy AF. That's true, but he had to have Pikachu in it, right? Because everybody knows Pikachu. Nobody gives a fuck about Meowth. Yeah, I thought it was a kind of a fun movie. I'm glad I watched it. But I wouldn't say it was, you know, anything stellar. Not like Sonic, which was fucking sick. Any ammo over here? Doesn't look like it. I really want more. And there's so much, there's not a lot of shotgun shells around here. Maybe I really should just get a bunch of AKs. Now let's do that. And there's so many AKs. It's actually crazy. I can probably get 90 shots here, no problem. No problem. No hidden treasure over here? No, nothing, huh? Just bathe in clothing, die, and be Sonic, huh? Run around in just shoes and gloves. I'm Sonic! I'm Sonic! Who's that nutcase? Arrest him immediately. I'm Sonic! Gotta go fast! What's the point of this little spot here? For some reason they ditched Eevee for Pikachu, I guess. I don't know. You guys think that Pokemon would have been as popular if Eevee had been the mascot instead of Pikachu? No. I'll tell you why. Because Eevee's design is more feminine. Might have appealed more to girls with Eevee, but much less to boys. I think that part of what makes Pokemon so exciting is that characters like Pikachu appeal to both, you know, the typical quote-unquote, you know, masculine demographic and the feminine demographic, right? Both badass and cute. I think Eevee couldn't really be sold that same way as Pikachu is, as, you know, having that same appeal to young boys. Yeah, legendarily, if you guys didn't know, apparently Eevee was the original idea for the mascot. They decided to make it Pikachu instead. I think that's probably a good idea. Eevee top 3 for me since Revenge, huh? Eevee's pretty cool. I'm not saying that Eevee's not cool. I can see, though, how it wouldn't be as much of a sure thing for the marketing. Closest to doing anything fast because it's going to get is just being blue, being like Sonic. Eevee can turn into Vaporeon's its tone box. That's pretty good. And Flareon. And Jolteon, and nothing else. That's crazy. Crazy how Eevee has 3 transformations and nothing beyond that, because it's only played the first generation. And refused to accept anything beyond that as being canon. And vaping is hip. Until you're a male Eevee and evolve into Sylveon. There's no such thing as apples. There's no such thing as Sylveon. There's Jolteon, but it's from a Thunderstone, Vaporeon from Waterstone, and Flareon from the Firestone. Those are Eevee's 3 transformations. It could be your original character, Slownik, huh? Do not steal. Remember that song from the year 2000? You guys found on Kaza? That was like, my name is Sonic. Because I'm faster than sound, I'm always jumping around. Blue Hedgehog Sonic. I'm not sure who that's from. All I know is from Kaza. New Gen Eevee turns into Silver Fox's tone box. I think Eevee becomes a whole bunch of things in the non-canon sequels to Pokemon Red and Blue. There's like 10,000 transformations now. Sylveon, Ribbon, Fairy Dog, huh? That actually sounds godlike. Treasure, Silver Frog, Fairy Dog. Oh, more ammo. So now I've got, how much for this gun? 80 out of 90 total. Pretty good on my pistol, too. Sonic music just makes me think of City Escape. What an awesome way to start a mediocre game, huh? That's very hateful of you to say, J-Bomb. And you know I love the hate. I love the hate on this channel. Because, you know, you might be right. I love Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. In retrospect, like, I can't... They're very jank. Both of them are very, very jank. So, then what made them quote-unquote good? Was it because I was a huge Sonic fan at the time? I think that's probably what it was, right? For a lot of us, we were huge Sonic fans at the time, and it was kind of a new thing for us then. Do they hold up now? Almost certainly not. Almost certainly not. But then I don't play a lot of 3D platformers either. I remember, you know, Sonic Adventure 2 being a lot of fun for the platforming. What other games are better in that genre? Of course, Super Mario games, obviously. I haven't played, like, you know, Banjo-Kazooie, probably that as well. The step into 3D also during that particular era as his tone box. It was real rough. Guys, I watched an episode recently of, you guys watch Digital Foundry? Digital Foundry. They did an episode about some Sonic fan game that's made in the Doom engine, or a Doom engine, like, it's based on the Doom engine. It looked fucking sick. Like, actually fucking godlike. I wish they'd make an official Sonic game using that system. Just hire that guy to make it official. I can carry 2 guns, Apples, only 2. Michael Jackson, Sonic 3, all the way. Michael Jackson, that's a myth. The rap on the Knuckles stages was legendary. Yeah, it was really, really good. Not like really, really good, but really, really good. Like, highly enjoyable. If not actually any good. Can I jump over there? And if so, why? No, I can't. Alright. It's a cool-looking song. It looks sick, Revenge. Exactly. It's not good. I wouldn't say it's good. But, I mean, it is extremely enjoyable. I especially love Pumpkin Hill. I'm not gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep. That's too sick. Like when he's like, all those that oppose me, they got leery. You're like, what did he just say? They got Larry? They got leery. They got leery. Like the Pokemon move, leer. They got leery. Is that the jump it wants me to make right there? It's not even fucking in front of me. It's an angle, but okay. Whee!
There he is!
What do you want from me, game? I wanna... I guess he's by himself, at least. I wanna just stand up there and shoot him? Sure. Right. Good night, Apple. Sleep well. They used leer? All those that oppose me, they got leery. That's the best lyric in that song. The OG developers had some forward already admitting MJ was involved. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a myth. I'm a huge Sonic dork. I'll tell you that Michael Jackson was not involved in Sonic 3's creation. There have been rumors for years going around that some of his creative staff was involved. I can't make that jump. Oh, there's a vine there. Whee. What? Michael Jackson's love for gaming is so interesting. Got involved in so many projects of his own. Will's Revenge. Ready to Rumble, for one, MJ was big into that. Just like my name is New Yorker and not N-Wire than Wire. Alright, so climb down here. Song still rocks, says J-Bomb. Still rocks. Just quieter is cool. I'm gonna miss something here. Cool instead here. Let's see here. I know the emerald's near. I can feel it in my feet. Yeah. I love that lyric too. Jump quieter ahead. Jump quieter. You doofus. What do they want me to do here exactly? That I didn't do last time. I just glitched out last time. Try again. Okay, I do the same thing again. Okay, got like a thing here I can mash. I appreciate if you checked it either way. Yeah, so what is Cool Hand talking about? Look at her go! Talk about being quieter. He's so fucking sick with the way he jumps on shit.
Okay.
He jumped and alerted the guy and complained, huh? Oh.
Take him out, Elena!
No thanks. If I don't got it, I don't want to do it. Oh no, I gotta be fucking not acid driving this thing. That's a problem for me. Excuse me. Ah. I really don't want to do this. What do you want from me, game? You were like, jump quieter. Yeah, I was more like... I didn't see how they wanted me to get cover from that guy. I deserve death right there. I'm glad I survived them. I think I have more health in the game that's like letting on. Can I just camp here and get my health back? Well, that's convenient. Ow. Wish that would kill them too, that'd be sick. Oof. I think I should just shoot the things on the ground and then just drive fast and not hit every single wall. Like this. Where am I going? Go through here, turn this way, go through here, question mark? Go this way? Got him. Go this way. Oops, I missed. I missed. They have like the reels of them coming up with songs and show the game devs. Huh? Oh, I'm the wrong way again. Can I just fucking restart? Let's do it that way. Good night, D. Scott. Tomorrow, yeah, it's gonna be Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, N64, D. Scott. Playing a Star Wars racing game tomorrow. It's gonna be a hoot and a half. Go this way, shoot. Why do you aim that way? Oh, that worked out, I guess. Where am I fucking going? Do you want me to shoot them all? It's like a dead end. I hit that thing though. See you then, D. Scott. I can't see who's shooting at me. I can't see who's shooting at me. That's a dead end. This. Blow it up. Okay, I think they're all dead now. I search at my leisure for where the game wants me to fucking go. Well, it is kind of conflicting. I think the idea was that you can do it both ways. I think that's the idea. The only reason I'm having trouble right now is that with the fast idea, I can't figure out where it wants me to go. I want to just kind of go through fast and try to avoid all the damage, but I kind of just smashed it like I rammed it. That's where I started? Oh, thanks, Drake. Yay. Could have said that a little bit earlier. If I turned off hints, I turned off all the hints.
You've got to get to that tower.
I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get the treasure. It's called Uncharted 2. Drake retires and sleeps with hookers on the island. Huh? Come on,
Oh, God.
Oops, wrong button. Where the hell did you just go? I'm busy looking at the chat. What's that super like Half-Life 2? I never played Half-Life 2, guys, believe it or not. I never played Half-Life or Half-Life 2. It's crazy, I know. I'm not really into shooting games. What's this? Fuck barrels, huh? Fuck all barrels. So I got a shotgun now. I don't really need a shotgun anymore. I need more AK. Yeah, I think I've seen footage though. Like, there's another like a jet ski part in Half-Life 2. So there's two guns here. There it is, right there. No. Give me my actual pistol back. Hello? Heard shooting. Airboat. Ow. From where? This game is a big issue where it's like, I get shot, I'm like, dude, who? How? Where? There's nothing. Phantasms, specters, spooks, ghosts. spirits. Poltergeists. Someone down there is shooting me. If I'm just swim in the water and get over there? There you go.
Alright.
Oh shit. Don't cling to that, you fucking idiot. Jesus, roll away from the bomb. Roll from the bomb. This is a bad habit of mine, right? He doesn't roll any faster than he runs, just run away instead. This game has a big kink of having enemies able to see me through all kinds of foliage. I can't see them, of course. This game wants me to just get over here? Wow, that's actually insane.
Oh boy.
Those whiffs are pretty crazy. Can I shoot from here? I can shoot from water cover. I can't use my rifle from the water. That's pretty good. I like when they kind of feint out of cover, then feint back in. That's my king too, huh? Foliage or rollings is the 3 bench. Both. A shot in the hand, bro. You ain't kidding. They'll be like behind, you know, trees and foliage and all these things hanging down that have no like actual collision, so they can see me through it. And it's like just shooting me. I'm like, boy, I can't even see who the hell is shooting me over there. How can they see me? Well, you know, it's a gameplay contrivance. It'd be too easy otherwise, I guess, right? So right now it is going on 1 o'clock in the morning, guys. I guess I want to try to get to the next like checkpoint. Not sure where it's going to checkpoint. It doesn't have like a notification as far as I can tell from when it saves, which is cool. Then play some Zelda. I think we're getting close to the end of this game. I think. That sounds crazy. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But I played this game when it came out, and I don't remember a whole lot of what it was about. But I vaguely remember this part, but anything past here is totally lost to me. I don't think there's much more to it. There might be like another like temple or something. Probably have this game beat before the end of next week, if I had to guess. Rolling the hay, foliage and rolling. Boo-doo-boo-doo-doo-doo. So Dix told me earlier that he read that the improvement in gunplay in the next game is just in terms of the presentation of the guns, the way that they feel visually, the way that it sounds, the way that it kicks back, the way that it feels more responsive. And before we mentioned that, I didn't realize that is a huge problem in this game. Is the fact that everything feels very inconsequential. It's sort of like just everything's very floaty, not very like you can't really feel it. We're going into the Ikana Castle in Wire. Ikana Castle. Probably not for very long though. It's gonna be kind of a short stream since we're playing this game so late. I can platform now. That's what it wants me to do. Do I have a good ammo? I do have good ammo. Let's just platform then. I don't know if I'm missing any treasure on the ground. I kind of care a little bit, but not a whole lot. Oh, oh wow. Almost didn't make it. Wow, what a jump. Oh shit, Jesus. I almost fell down there. That's crazy. There's the ammo. I don't need that ammo over there. I can jump to that, but there's nothing up there, so I probably can't grab it. Oh, you should land on top of that time. That was crazy. It's definitely bad guys up there for sure. It's a good spot to get some shooting done. J-Bomb, a pro tip. The bad guys can't shoot you if you jump off a cliff first. Pretty good tip. That's true. You know what's bad when Vika is losing interest in your treasure, huh? Yeah, it's because it's not that rewarding. And you can waste a lot of time in this game just trying to find treasure where there's nothing. Just empty. So it gets to a point where you're like, Should I just search this whole area, like, top and down? Just in the hopes? Oh, fuck. It's not fire, because whenever they hit, they kind of dodge. They do a little animation. It's kind of hard to hit them twice in a row. Gotta kind of wait for them to settle down a little bit and then shoot again.
Dose.
What the fuck? Oh, he's down for the count. I wish I could look. Like, actually turn my camera while I'm in cover. I heard somebody over there saying, shoot! Shoot! Yeah, I love that. They kind of fake out. Oh, he's good. Thought I had him in the head there. That was fun. Did a little brick fall. He's kind of ahead of his time in that respect. I'm running low on ammo for this gun. I got the rifle, though. Let's see what's just so fucking weak. One of them has a launcher, one's a rifle, and I can't tell them apart because I can't peek out for very long. No, don't stand there, dude. Don't stand there at all, ever. Ouch. Let's regen a little bit here. Use some nades, spider monkey. Use the nades. Get some AK kills. What's up, spider monkey?
Okay.
All right, well, okay. Ammo's looking pretty decent still. I don't see nobody. I just need the weight of words to find a way. There's somebody out there. They can hear the music still pumping. This gun is profoundly ass. That's a really bad spot.
Okay. Now I'm pissed.
Plenty of ammo left, though. Oh, I hit him before he was trying to let go of his thing there. Now we play the waiting game. Or the nading game, right? That's what Spider-Monkey's saying. Don't just wait. Hit him with some nades! You guys got a pretty good nade throwing on there. Not a good look right now. Ow. Oh, there's a lot of guys down there. I have to go back for some ammo in a minute here. Need some headshots. Ew. Oh no, they destroyed my cover. That's a fucking boss.
That's right.
There sure is a lot of guys down there. Ouch. Give me that, give me that. Give me all that. Okay.
Here we go.
Damn it. Well, this gun is fucking terrible. "13 shots left. Anybody else here want to fight me?" Music's dying down. You're pretty good, Spider Monkey. You're just about to play some Zelda in a minute here. He's not wrong. If you have nades, it's a good spot to use them. I don't understand how to use nades, not being a shooting game player. I guess I could probably use them from cover. I'll probably have to lift my head up to throw them. That's weird. I have some little drip drop in my hand. You guys ever notice that like water dripped on you from nowhere? There's no leaking up there. Is that something with my nerves going wrong? Felt little drip drops on me for a second there. But from what? That's what I'm saying, Cool Man. Could be my nerves, like, sending weird signals to my brain. I don't have any crack in the ceiling or anything. How could there possibly be water dripping on my arm? That's what it feels like. What else we got here? Micro. I have no ammo for my pistol anymore, right? I have some. Plenty, in fact. Okay. I've been grabbing it. There's a rocket launcher. Anything cool up here? Probably already been here, right? No. Already full on nades. That's developers crying from all your hate, huh? Tears in my arms. Yeah, I don't really understand. I just do like a mock throw. As soon as I press the button to throw a grenade, it starts cooking the grenade. So I can't like aim and then shoot it. I really don't know like how to make the most of them. When I tried using them before, they made a very small AoE. They don't really hit a huge area. I have to kind of be accurate with them, and even then, I just just be patient and shoot them when they pop out. It seems to be just as effective. Boring, but effective. Ammo. That's all you guys got? Son of a bitch. Anything cool over here? I see some more AK ammo, huh? Yes. So, I guess I'm gonna quit when the next firefight starts. You lob them that easy, you can do it, huh? Look at this dude. That guy was the fucking one, dude. He was the chosen one. Can't complain about the guns being shit if you don't use them. That's true. Gotta make most of these shitty guns. So, I can climb up there probably, huh? Is that what I'm supposed to do here? Platforming? Can I push this thing? Oh, I can. Who do you see? Me? Anybody else in here? I guess it's the last of them, huh? He was the last of us. I'm gonna make a game about him later on. Alright, so I can crank this. I can climb up that, but nothing to do up there. I can climb this chain too, maybe? I can. Alright, I can jump on that, climb this chain. What does that crank do, though? There's a crank. I have to move the chain. Oh. Where do I get moved to? Am I tripping balls? Oh, I guess I'm just tripping balls. I can interact with that with triangle. Oh, I can. That'd be just the right spot. Puzzle solving. Puzzle solving, I turned the crank. Knock, knock over the gate, it's real. It's so real. Realer than real, for real, for real. Nice jump. More monkeying around. Guys, next time I come to a place that has a bunch of chest-high walls, I assume it's going to save on me. Hopefully it does. Hopefully that's the save spot where all those chest-high walls are. I'll know for sure I can quit for the day and not have to do any more of these gunfights over again. I hate autosave. It's the year 2020, guys, and I hate autosave. I'm that guy. Whee. Well, what do we have here? Should we try that jump? I can't. I have nothing to grab onto. I can jump up here, though. Maybe jump across. That's a pretty big gap. Look at... There's no way, right? There's no way. Good night, Revenge. Rest well, homie. Unbelievable hops, dude. Unbelievable hops on this man. I wish I could... there's another path the other direction, right? Can I go that way and find treasure? Gonna wait to get it on your own? Nah. Honestly, are great. I think that you're right, but I think that they do more harm than good overall. That's my issue with them. Not that they're always bad. In concept.
Another one.
Another one. But why? I wish I could look around, but the camera's fixing these parts. What is the point of this? I can just go the other direction. So which way am I supposed to go? I want to find treasure. So I can't jump to that. I can't jump to that now? Is that what they're trying to tell me? So I had to do that. Okay, I see. I think. I had to do that. Yeah, I think that autosaves, again, they're really important. And there are games that I'm really glad that they're in. But overall, I think that my experience with games in the past 20 years, it'd be better off with just manual saves. The autosave, having just autosaves is really annoying. Not knowing when the game saves, not being able to control when the game saves, I find that really obnoxious. It's kind of a hot take. I'm not against autosaves in concept. I think they could be done well, and they are done well sometimes. I think that overall, it just adds more frustration to my gameplay experience than just having me just have a manual save instead. I'd rather have just a manual save than just an autosave. And most games tend to just have an autosave these days. There's been a trend, thankfully, toward bringing back manual saves in the past, like, 2 years I've seen in modern games. But it's a shame that even then it's sort of unclear how it works sometimes.
Oh, shit.
Oh! Oh, my God. There's no treasure. There hasn't been treasure in a while. We just talked about this, right? Cool hand. Treasure pacing. There hasn't been treasure in a while, like a long while. Does that mean that I missed something? Maybe. But maybe not. Maybe not. Could just be there's not a lot of treasure in this part. It's so pretty. Ooh. Ding-a-ling, ding, ding, ding. So I'm where I wanted to be now. With the cord. I found the cord. I can't change the camera at all. The camera's now fixed now. Cool! I can find out where she's coming from there. Lots of ammo in here, though. Can I just not let her in? That's what I want to do. How far can I get before she's like, I gotta go let Eliza in, whatever her name is. Elena, I think her name is. I should go let her in. Don't want to forget Elena.
No!
Oh my God. Oh my God, I know it's saved there. What's up, Risky Ryan? Why you hating, bro? Oh my God, Berdrinka. She fucking got it, bro. I thought he was gonna be like, oh, I should go let her in after all. There's like, let's fucking kill her, dude. Just actually kill her. Save game. That's what a checkpoint looks like. All I had to know. Thanks for hanging out, guys. That was a lot of fun. Okay, I'm sitting here just hating on this game, but having fun talking with you guys while I do it. Up next is Majora's Mask, A Legend of Zelda from the year 2000, I think. Pretty cool N64 game. Played for a couple hours here before I call it a night and do some more modular recording. As usual, guys, if you enjoy the show, check out patreon.com/Vencabot. I rely on that to stream for one more month every single month. It's pretty tough, but it's something I find very rewarding. And you guys make it possible through Patreon, through Twitch subs. Help out for free. Subscribe on YouTube. New videos daily. Just punch in Vencabot in the search bar. Every single day at 11:30 is a new video on YouTube. It's pretty cool. Lots of cool long plays. Right now, oh, fuck. I have to make a checkpoint again. Second game is quite a bit better, says Risky Ryan. How do you think that is? What do you think was the major improvements? She got blasted for drinking it for sure. Just I didn't let her in. What are the major improvements? A lot of people say it's a lot better, but no one's been able to tell me really in what way it's better. It just seems better in some abstract way. That's where I came from over there. Well, fuck. Let's let her in. Fine. Oh, it's one of these locks.
Stand back!
Just open it, for God's sake. You took the lock off of it.
All right. Let's find a way to the harbor and hope the boat's still there.
Chapter 10. Okay, so it must have checkpointed right there, you would hope, right? Yes, no? Maybe so. Got that treasure now. Who wants to shoot at me? I want to get to the first part where somebody shoots at me, and then I can for sure call it quits here. A lot more set pieces. Gameplay and pacing is improved. How's the gameplay improved? Lots of set pieces, huh? It's kind of like a roller coaster ride. There's that part in this game where you're on like the truck we just did, and you shoot guys with a turret. That was a nice little set piece. It was very beautiful. Gameplay very shallow like the rest of the game. I'm not the guy looking for set pieces in most of the games I play. As the barometer.
These must be all the old ship manifests.
Only have played one in the prequel on Vita. Thought they
Still
were
seem to
fine
be
at
in
the
good
time.
shape.
Huh? Yeah. I'm very critical. To me, any game that's just average is not fine.
Hey, check
It's
this out.
an embarrassment,
This
disgrace.
looks right. The Esperanza. Sailed from Cayo, Peru, carrying 800 bars of gold, 1,200 silver,
Interesting.
emeralds, golden masks, ornaments.
Whoa, reading 16th century Spanish? Not
She
just
likes
a
it.
grave robber after
She likes
all,
it,
huh?
dude.
Right here. Gold statue. Weight, 20
Like, oh, for real?
That's over 500
You got a
pounds.
brain and all
That's
that
gotta be
brawn
it.
too? Ooh, my goodness, smart mouth.
There you are.
That thing kind of gives me the creeps.
Why? Because it's old?
Huh.
Because it has
the
fangs?
last entry.
Grow up, Elena.
That
Joking.
somebody special?
What?
Dude, she's still thirsty, dude.
Yeah. I guess you could say that.
Huh. I had you pegged as more of a woman in every port kind of guy.
Don't I wish? No,
In a
this
port in
was,
every woman.
This was Francis Drake's ring. I, kind of inherited it.
Sic parvis magna?
Don't be grabbing on me,
Greatness
girl.
from small beginnings. It was his motto. Check out the date.
29th of January, 1596.
One day after he supposedly died.
Wait, what are these numbers right here?
Coordinates, right off the coast of Panama.
Oh, so that's how you found the coffin.
Yeah, that's right.
So
See, Drake
he
left
got
this
his
as a
ring
clue
the day after he
to
died.
pinpoint the
Supposedly he
exact
died.
burial site.
For someone clever enough to figure it out.
Yeah, nice try. But we're still going for that boat. Yeah, I'm afraid this is as close as we're getting to El Dorado.
They're in love, Kitty. It's sweet, dude. I really wish that they had had more time to develop their relationship. There's only like 2 scenes in the game that are like, we're fucking partners and we're at each other's throats, and immediately they're like, let's fucking smooch, dude. Let's just smooch. But you could just call it, it's love at first sight, right? I mentioned I kind of hate that trope. Love at first sight. Really, traffic would befall her. That would be terrible. Have you ever been kidnapped, what, like twice or something like that? Pretty cool looking glass. It's not especially realistic, but it's kind of translucent, which is kind of cool. Oh, you can notice the sound when you shoot it. Cool. She's so kidnappable, huh? Let's fucking smooch, do what I'm saying. Elena, we're getting shot at, alright? You're groping on my ring. Let's just smooch. Can we just smooch already? She'd be like, yeah? Hell yeah. Come get this smooch, boy. Up next is the Majora's Mask. I see you guys there. Get this smooch, boy. What I've heard, Ryan. I've heard that people say the next game is just better in every way. And I'll be like, in what way? They're like, I don't know. I can't quite place it. It's just better. It's just better. It's just so much better. See you there, Anwire. Can't put my finger on it, but I just played it and it was more fun and it was better. Hey, fuck you, Dex. Alright? Sick of your shit. Nah, I'm never sick of Dix's shit, dude. I think I secretly get off on Let's change our description here on Twitch side. Before that, though, I want to thank those who make the channel possible. These fine folks here are why I can afford to stream. Be an ass. And hate on these amazing classic games that are so well beloved. Just sit here and hate for fucking 6 hours a night.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't like those things.
Thank you to Account Says, John Hernandez, Katie Alpha, Lawnmower Face, Mark, Remy, Syntheria, and Salty Face. Thank you to Ash, Lethal Mazera, Audrey Apples, Dick Sucker, Grey Gamer UK, Hubie Max, Michael Hinkle, Munix P, and Wade Local. Thank you to Brandon Williams, Foul Mill, GK Line, Good Vibe City, Juna, Anam, Coolahan, Kyle Glass, Leon Madison, Mum Blues, Regency Arcade Machine, Ricardo Garcia, Subtastic, New Basher, and Toxic Vamp. Thank you to Benjamin J. Harkins, Karina D. Scott, Donka, Dapper Dons, Edward Kenneth Perez, Herb and Andre Cruz, Casual and Confident. Had to turn the hints off. What are you playing, J-Bomb? Uncharted? Yeah, I had the hints turned off for that reason. I didn't want to have to deal with any bullshit. It hasn't been that bad so far. There have been some times where I was like, oh, they probably told me that in a tutorial that I missed. I'm a dumbass.
Oh, he's getting lazy.
I was doing the fucking turret section. And I was like, how do I destroy this truck before it kills me? It's like impossible. And I was kind of messing all the buttons and found out one of them was a rocket launcher. I was like, how would I have known that the fucking machine gun turret would have a rocket launcher attached to it? I don't even see it on. Still haven't used a gun yet. Yeah, it takes a little while, unfortunately. Not that long. Thank you to Zanzu, Big Nasty, Eve Off the Chill, Herbrick and Cruise, and Tree Tracer. And thank you to All Night and Dave, Ash Lethal, Stuffy Muffin, Audrey Apples, Balls Deep, Beastie Boy Jr., Big Mac, Lover, Blue Abs, Bones Up, Brother Near FGC, Carol Baskin, Cavias, Chumpet, Chulax, Circus Cancel, Crimson Wolf 777, Donka, Dapper Dons, D Scott, KC2CA, Decoy Mandis, First Opus, FPA Brian X, FPA Eddie, Gaming Zone AZ, Garbage Uncle Style, Good Sport 168, Insilo, J Bomb 1901, Chiefy Beefy, Jetstream Justin, Jiffy Extra Creamy, J Motive 9, Josh Taylor, NC, Kaiser, KG's the Legend, Kofian, Longlegs, Matt Choke, Mothman FGC, Mutant Experience, Mystic Panda, Neon Riot Ford, Nicholas Jones, Big Urian, Overlord Steve, Praetor 51, Rymian, Sin Theory, Spife, Task Force Faust, The Red Panders, Deshen, 3 Venge, Beautiful Sketchpad, VSAV, Doom, Yoga Brain, 3SN, Z Spectre Z. Thank you guys. Kind of like how Elena's kind of wandering around as I idle here, which seems more realistic. She sort of looks around and she walks a little bit and then she stops and just kind of idles basically. It's kind of cool. What's up, Eddie? Just in time for some Zorlda. The Legend of Zorlda. Thanks again, guys, for helping on Patreon. 3 Twitch subs. I'm pretty exhausted, guys. It's going to be kind of a shorter stream. We're probably going to stream for another hour and a half or so on Zelda. I am up all night these days playing Mod Record. I've been kind of short on sleep. But I am making good progress. Not as fast as I would like, but it's impossible. And the game has got so much fucking content. I really sort of underestimated how long it would take. But thankfully, in my original planning, I gave myself some leeway just for that reason. Expecting I could be wrong about how long it would take. I think I'm still on schedule to do it all the way I want to do it. But it's going to be a lot more nights of long, long grinding. What's up, Nero? How's your stream, dude? Welcome aboard. Just in time for some Legend of Zelda. Why is that, Eddie? How come you didn't sleep? Too busy with something? Or just insomnia? Or what's going on? Talk to me. Ooh, talk to me. I love that tone box. The Renzo Kook. Shout out to fucking Katie Alpha stream. Renzo Kook. Thank you, Wire. Glad you guys are enjoying the show here. Whether it be Third Strike or playing games that I love or playing games that I hate. It's so good, Wire. Guys, that was my first ever song I heard that was electronic. Isn't that crazy? Or let me rephrase that. The first song I ever heard that was like a club electronic song.
Well, you know too far.
I always thought that there was 2 kinds of music, basically. Guitar music and video game music. When I first heard Better Off Alone, I was at some kind of restaurant, and I was like, this song sounds like a fucking video game music. But it's also pop. How can that be? And I immediately fell in love with it. Exam, there's good stuff, Eddie. Wow, nice. Happy to hear it. It sounds like it was worth it then. It sounds like you just fucking have earned some good sleep, Eddie. Maybe you should just crash. Not hang out with Vencabot and the crew. What do we do to deserve you in this moment?